Welcome in. There we go. Now I know you guys can hear me. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Wednesday, everyone. So glad to have you all here because as you already know, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me and I appreciate you. So thank you all so very much. With that being said, let's make sure that we are doing all of the good things while we are here. Let's make sure we are tapping that screen. We're sharing the live. We're reposting, taking care of the gift goals. Also, if you're over on the tube, keep the chat coming. All right. Hi, tubers, by the way. I missed you all. Hi, tubers. Make sure we're just doing all of the good things, guys. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And again, that's PayPal and Venmo. If you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. Thank you all so very much. I want to show you something. All right. Who wants to see what I'm super excited about? If you want to see what I'm super excited about, no matter where you are, whether it's on the TikToks, all right, whether it is on the tube or on the Twitch, if you want to see what I'm so excited about, I need you all to do a favor for me. All right, drop a heart in the chat. Don't matter the heart, just drop a heart. Let me see how many hearts we gonna get. Go Power Rangers. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. Let's see what's happening. Oh, wow. Guys, you know what? Maybe this just isn't the night to debut it. We don't have nobody watching over on the tube. We're like, I don't know. Maybe this just isn't the night to do it. Maybe we should wait another night. We should wait another night. Also, guys, starting tomorrow, I am going back to my regular scheduled programming. Don't piss you off. I'm going back to my regular scheduled programming. Going late morning, like 11:30 in the morning for myself, and then going at night. It's just not the bee's knees. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'm not even going to hold you. I don't like it. So I am going to go back to my regular scheduled programming around 3:30. All right. And that's where I'll be. But since you guys are here and I'm going to call you all the A1s since day ones. All right. You old faithfuls. All right. I want y'all to listen to something. Check this out. Let me know you can hear it. I'm going to turn it up actually. I want it to be loud so you can hear it. Listen. Ooh, that's the instrumental. I guess we're gonna call that the teaser. You wanna hear this one. This is the one you wanna hear.
It's a shift in the atmosphere. When Erica walk in, things change.
Listen.
Yeah. It's that Erica effect. When she step in the room, watch the whole room shift. Power in her voice, yeah, the whole world live. What the fuck is this? We ain't come for pretend. We came to build the future. Let the truth begin. Erica effect, yeah, the pressure get applied. Look to the past, now the future coincide. Tis all, yeah, the moment is now. If they don't understand, make them stand and bow. VA root, but the vision worldwide. Eco mind with this other side pride. Jeezy in the hustle, J mind in the plan. T.I. when she talk, make them all understand. Bro, this ain't talk, this law. Every word she drop, make the whole room pause. Look around like fuck, we doing here. If it ain't truth, then it don't belong here. She don't move off and she move on purpose. True so loud, yeah, make them nervous. Every step calculated, never random. Built from the fire, now she hold her anthem. They try to doubt it, now they all believe she the voice of the moment, what the people need. History talk when she open the mouth. Future get clear when she point it out. When she step in the room, watch the whole room shift. Power in her voice, yeah, the whole world live. What the fuck is this? We ain't come for pretend. We came to build the future. Let the truth begin. Erica effect, yeah, the pressure get applied. Look to the past, now the future coincide. This all, yeah, the moment is now. If they don't understand, make them stand and bow. Look to the past, you can see what survive. Every leader before kept the flame alive. realized now it's her turn. Get a torch in her hand, speak life to the people, help them all understand, bro. This bigger than ego, this legacy work. This changing the sequel. What the fuck is this if it ain't evolution? She bringing solution, not adding confusion. Boy, like thunder, heart like steel. Every word she speak make the whole world feel. They can't ignore it, truth too loud. Erica fake, made the future proud. Erica fake, Erica fake. Tis all, ain't no turning back. Truth in the voice, that she stay on track. Step in the room, why the whole room shift? Power and no voice, yeah, the whole world live. What we doing here? If it ain't progress, she the Erica fake, yeah, she bring the bread. Erica fake, yeah, the pressure get to fly. Look to the past, now the future go inside. If it is off, yeah, the moment is now. No,
Hey yo, I see the Trump pussies in the chat, but they're not in the request. That's wicked work. Y'all all up in the darn gone chat. Alright, talking all this yip yap, all this shit, but you're not in the box. I think that's wicked work. I really do think that you should get in the box. Request up. Request up. Request up. Shout out to Miles Taylor. Shout out to Ruben. Thank you all so very much. Before I was doing TikTok, I knew a few producers and shit. All right. And I remembered that I knew a few producers and a rapper. Okay. And guess what I did? I said, I remember them. And guess what I did? I reached out to them. Okay, so that is the opening song that is going to allow us to get started on all platforms at the exact same time, which is going to be friggin' awesome. So excited. It's fucking awesome. All right, it go hard. Erica Fett. All right, don't be surprised if you find yourself at work talking on the Erica Fett. Hey, tis all. Okay, anywho, let's get this party started, guys. Let's go ahead and get this party started. If you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and get in the box. All right, remember, my comments are not your safe space, so don't try it. All right, my mod see you up in there doing all that yip yapping, back and forth, all that nonsense, because I don't argue with the comments. They're gonna introduce you to some magic. You're gonna see magic. They're gonna ask you, do you believe in magic? And guess what you're gonna say? Yes. And then you're gonna see a magic trick. Think it's a game. Anywho, Trump supporters, request up. All right, and if you didn't come to have an actual conversation where you can actually back up your claims and whatnot, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure there's a gazillion other lives that you could be on right now. All right, only come back here if you actually want to have a conversation. That's it. I ain't asking for nothing else. Only come back here if you're actually trying to have a conversation. Anywho, chat, keep tapping that screen, keep sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things, all right, I'm going to go ahead and reset our gift goal here, okay? And also, let's get these likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get them up to 50,000. And again, make sure that if you look at the bottom of your screen and you see the purple one there, if you're not following my backup, go ahead and make sure you're following the backup. I think the next goal I want to hit for that one is going to be 10,000 supporters on that account. I need to go live on it more, so there's that. Also, if you look in the top left-hand corner of your screen and you see the word follow, make sure you're following me and go ahead and send your daily heart me. It gets you some access to some pretty cool stickers. So let's do that. With that being said, let's see what we have in the box here. Erica Fett. I'm gonna be humming that song all week long. Hi, Pat. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
50.
50? Okay, all right. So why are you still supporting Trump?
Oh, I just love the guy.
Okay, why do you just love the guy?
I mean, at the end of the day, his agenda is something beautiful. It's the only way I can put it. That's the only way I can really put it.
Do you want to try to use some more words? Like, is there a policy, some action? Is there anything that you actually do enjoy?
When it comes to America, the American people are going to be very soon living something that is truly incredible.
What does that mean?
And I'm talking about prosperity and, like everything coming together, and I can see it coming.
I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of prosperity? Like, how are we going to get there? What is Donald Trump doing? Like, when, where, how,
Donald
what?
Trump is actually allying everything, the whole war, and everything is being rewrite, and
Hmm. How many have you had today?
our friends are being,
Hmm.
you know,
How
uh,
many have you had today, by the way, if you don't mind me asking you? How many?
not that many,
Not
not
that
that many.
many?
No,
Okay, but definitely about five. Hmm.
I can
Oh,
say
thank
it
you for the
faster.
pawpaws.
I can say
Thank
it
you, Shauna.
faster. I was trying to slow down for you.
Pawpaws. Thank you, Shauna, for the pawpaws. Hi, Joey, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm about to be 20 in April.
You're about to be 20 in April. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pat, have some water, think it through, and then we'll come back to you. Okay, so Joey, why you are a Trump supporter? Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, obviously I support him. Not like I have multiple reasons, but one reason is obviously the big great bill, because I back law and order, and obviously ICE agents need to be tough when they're getting like illegal immigrants out of our country. It's obviously not a job for weak people. And then like the economy is doing better. Stock market's at an all-time high. Interest rates are at a low since 2023.
Okay, all
Gas
right, all right. We
prices
don't
have
have
went
to.
down.
Okay. Okay, so we don't have to go down a whole litany of things. Let's stick to one point at a time. The first thing you said is that you support the big beautiful bill because of law and order. Yeah, you do know what I'm about to say, right? Like you know who you voted for. Is he a convicted felon?
No, he's not convicted.
He's not a convicted felon.
No.
Why do you say that?
Well, if he was convicted, they'd put him in jail.
Are you being serious right now? I just want to make sure that you're being serious before I respond.
Well, yeah, I'm being serious. All 34 felonies are the same exact charge, all
Yeah, cause
34 times.
30. Yeah, because
Um,
it's 34 instances of the same crime is what happened. So you do admit that he did commit a crime, right?
no, he wasn't convicted of it. No.
He was in fact convicted of, I'm sorry, of falsifying business records. You just said it yourself. 34 counts of the same crime. He did do it.
We,
Why do you think that he
he might
wasn't
have went to
convicted?
pretrial 34 times.
That's not how that works, dear. But why do you think that he wasn't convicted?
Well, he's not in jail right now. Just the same reason
Wait.
Tim Walz isn't going to get convicted on all of the fraud he stole from the state.
Oh, so do you think that people have to be sentenced to time in prison in order to be found guilty, to like be considered convicted? Like how does it work for you? What's the order?
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. If they're convicted, put them behind bars.
So people don't get like probation, they don't get deferred sentences or anything of that nature. Is always some time in prison in order for them to be considered convicted.
Well, I mean, it depends, what type of crime. Obviously, if I don't file my W-2s at the end of the year, I'm going to get arrested for tax evasion. So I don't think it's fair for the governor of Tim Walz to steal
I don't
not
know why you
millions,
keep
but
talking
billions of
about
dollars
Tim Walz when
from the state.
Tim Walz hasn't been accused of, nor has he been charged with, nor has he been convicted of anything. But Donald Trump definitely was convicted of 34 counts of falsifying business records. He was also found civilly liable for fraud, for defrauding a cancer charity at that for kids. How's that law and order doing for you, buddy? Hmm? Hmm? Trump
Safe
got your
with just
tongue?
keeping a lot of fentanyl out of our country. Where
Oh,
I know
sorry, you
all,
can't say the name of
well, I know a
schmugs
lot
up
of these
here, so like
300
chill out.
viewers have had an
Oh yeah.
overdose of fentanyl in our country.
Oh, you
So
want to get
I
dropped is
definitely
what you want to do.
respect getting the
Yeah.
illegals and keeping
There
those
you
illegals.
go. You want to do that because this is your version of slurring to run. You want to use words that you know that you can't use on TikTok. That's what you want to do because you can't back up your claim. because you know for a fact that Donald Trump was convicted of said 34 counts. Therefore, Donald Trump is a felon. Hey, Pat, come off of mute. I sent you a request. Is Donald Trump a convicted felon? Yes or no?
Erika,
Tell the truth, shame the devil. If you can't just simply tell the truth that Donald Trump is a convicted felon, I'm just gonna drop you both.
is that what you have to do? That's what you have to do, Erika.
So you can't admit that Donald Trump's a convicted felon?
I would like to be proven in a higher court. How about
A
that?
higher court that he's a convicted like what? Y'all are weird. Y'all are so weird. Just weird people. Trump supporters are weird and live in delusion. A higher court? What? 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 He was found guilty by a jury of his peers. Buddy boy, what are we doing? What's happening? Anywho, guys, keep tapping the screen, sharing the live. Let's just keep doing all of the good things. Maybe we can actually get a Trump supporter tonight who can tell the truth. Possibly. You never know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right. Bear with me for just a moment. Hi, Ed. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Okay. You are very low. Are you able to take us off a Bluetooth or a speaker, whatever it is you have us on?
I could try. Is it better?
It's a little bit better. You still sound far away. Are you driving?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, your sound is kind of awful. Wow. Thank you so very much. Is that Joy? Thank you, Joy, for the heart encounter. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, Fudgesicles. Go back. I'm fixing something. Oh, I don't know what he's doing. He's on teacup. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Hello?
better.
Is it better?
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. And you said that you are a Trump supporter. All right. For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
40.
40? Okay. And, sir, why are you still supporting Trump?
The greatest president ever in my lifetime.
Okay. Why do you say that?
Because of all the things he's done.
Do you care to elaborate?
He brought common sense back to the world, to America.
That's very, very subjective. Are there any objective facts that you have?
I mean, where can I start? It's a lot. I can give you a whole bunch of them.
Go ahead
but
and try.
It depends if you will. Okay. So, number one, he took men from women's sports.
Yeah, men were
Number
never
two,
in women's sports. But why do you
okay.
have
I mean,
so
that's
much
your
about
opinion.
other people's genitals is weird. But go on. What's your second thing?
But why do you care about what Trump did 20, 30 years ago?
He's the president? What are we talking? What do you mean 20, 30 years ago? What are you talking about 20, 30? When did I say anything about 20, 30 years ago?
Everything they charge him with their what's the lady that claimed, the older lady claims that he did something to her. I mean, I don't know. It's none of that stuff makes sense to me.
Why would you bring it up if
And
you
the
don't
reason
know what
why,
you're talking about?
because it's so old. I don't
No,
worry
I said
about
why
those
would
things,
you bring it
but
up
that's
if you
what
don't know what you're talking about?
because that's what y'all base on, that he's a
No,
pedophile
based on?
because
I
and
never
he was.
said anything about
Yeah.
that. I didn't say anything about
I
that.
heard you talking. I heard you talking to other people, and I heard what you
Yeah, the
said.
two
You called
things
him all
that I
kinds of
mentioned
names.
here today thus far, the two things that I mentioned here, unless you're telling me that you're a fan, all right, is that Donald Trump was convicted, because he is a convicted felon, of 34 counts of falsifying business records, and he was found civilly liable for defrauding his charity, using the fund, him and his sons using the funds for personal use. And that's not 20 or 30 years ago. That would be within the same decade.
Well, those they did that because, and you know that they did all that because of him running for president. They did everything they could to shut him down. That's one of the tactics they used that just didn't work, and we didn't believe it.
So you
And he
think
still
that-
have 77 million people voted for him. So
So-
evidently, they didn't believe what the court.
Oh, you just
They
keep
they
talking
didn't believe the
circles.
court system.
Okay, so you think that these charges were what, fabricated? What?
It was all fabricated,
It's all
and you know
fabricated,
it.
but Donald Trump has been sued over 4,000 times previously. He has a history of lying. He has a history of not
Yeah, but
paying
he always win though.
contractors. He doesn't always win. He's settled before. He's
Yeah,
settled.
I
Just
voted
like
for
he
his
settled.
policies, not who he is.
Oh, well, I'm so sorry.
Um,
I was
yeah,
asking you about policies. I said, is there a policy or anything that you can mention? And guess what you said?
yeah,
You
and
said he
I
brought
was
back
going with it,
common
but then you
sense.
stopped me.
You said he brought
You
back
brought
common
common sense.
sense.
I said a couple of things,
What's the
but that's the only
policy?
one you want to dwell on, so that's fine.
You also said men and women's sports, and I told you there aren't any men and women's
Yeah,
sports.
I was going, but
There
you
never
stopped me.
was any.
I was going. I told you I had a
Sure.
whole bunch of
The
them,
floor
and
is
then
yours.
you
Name a
stopped me.
policy. Let's see.
There's nothing that you're gonna believe, so there's no
What's
point
a
in me going back
policy?
and forth with you.
What's a policy? Oh, are you about to run?
I
You
don't
about to
run,
skedaddle?
but I'm just saying
You gonna
there's no
skedaddle?
point debating somebody who just don't
Okay.
want to, be honest.
Okay.
You just want to lie
Sure.
on the
Is
man, and
Donald
that's
Trump
not
a
cool.
convicted felon? Yes or no?
You should ask Obama that.
Is he a convicted felon? Yes or no?
You should ask Obama that.
Why can't you answer the question? I mean, a fact is a
Because
fact,
he's
right?
not. I
You just
already
told
told you
me
he's
that
not.
I couldn't deal with facts.
I already told you he's
But
not.
why
You
are
just
you
want me to
displaying that you
tell you
can't
what
deal
you
with
want to hear.
facts? Why can't
It's not
you?
facts.
It's not a fact that he's a convicted felon?
No,
his
this
criminal
happened
record
because
would
of
say
because they
differently.
was trying to stop him. They was trying to stop him from becoming a president. That's the only reason why they did that.
If that was the case, then
I
why
mean,
did the Supreme Court grant him immunity then? I'm confused. Why did the Supreme Court say that a president-elect, all right, cannot
he's a
be...
president. Presidents are liable for. I mean, presidents are capable of doing stuff like that. So, and if it
So
wasn't that,
wait,
Obama would be
hold
in
on,
jail
hold
by
on,
now.
hold on. Hold on, one moment. We don't have to pivot to Obama. We do not have to pivot to Obama. That's really weird, okay?
I mean, that's the only
Obama
person y'all
definitely...
compare him with, right?
Donald Trump has served as president as the 45th and the 47th president of the United States of America. All right, he actually has, 44 other presidents that he can compare himself to. 44 other people. All right, not just Obama. I'm
in
very
my
confused by your
opinion,
logic
he's
here. It doesn't track. Okay, moving on. Like, what are we doing? Guys, that's 3 Trump supporters in a row who cannot admit that Donald Trump is, in fact, a convicted felon. This is wicked work, y'all. Wicked work. Like, what is happening and why is it happening? Are these people okay? They can't possibly be okay. There's no way. No way in the world. We cannot keep living like this, guys. We can't. We simply can't keep living like this. Let me fix this screen here. There we go. Cha-cha-cha.
Donald
Oh, we can even play a
convicted on
video.
all
Let's just
34
watch a video.
counts at his hush money criminal trial in New York.
Let's bring it back.
Donald Trump convicted on all 34 counts at his hush money criminal trial in New York City. Trump becoming the first former president of the United States convicted of a crime. Jurors deliberated for about 9 hours over the last 2 days before delivering their verdict. Trump sat stone-faced, stoic, looking down as the verdict was read in court, looking exasperated as he heard the jurors affirm the verdict. Guilty, 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 34 times. Trump glared as he left the courtroom. He shook hands with the only family member he had there today, his son Eric Trump. Then he went into the hallway and railed against the decision.
This was a rigged, disgraceful trial.
Trump will be sentenced on July 11th. He remains free on his own recognizance till then, but this charge carries a maximum punishment of up to 4 years in prison. It's certainly possible, though, that Trump could face some other punishment.
By the way.
He could be subject to probation or a fine.
Hey,
Whoever's
Hector?
in the box left,
I don't care.
or whoever was on the panel left.
I know. Hector, I have a question for you. All right, is Donald
Yeah.
Trump a convicted felon?
Yes, he was convicted early 2025.
Okay.
He 34 counts, and his charge or sentence was an unconditional discharge, Class
Exactly.
E.
So that's 3 Trump supporters thus far who have been unable to admit that Donald Trump is a convicted felon.
And now I got a question for you, Erica.
Yes.
Do you like cheese pizza?
It's okay. Why? Are you getting cheese pizza?
Have you eaten cheese pizza before?
Yeah. Why are you being weird?
You're a child diddler. Just want
What?
to point that out.
Huh?
Yep. Yep.
Because I like cheese.
That's right.
I'm okay with cheese pizza? That logic doesn't track. That's stupid. Anywho, I don't know what
If
that's about.
you don't want carbs and hot dog with no buns, you're a child diddler too. I'm stressed out, Erica. The last hour of the live was rough.
Oh man, I left too. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What happened? Michael, I'll be right with you.
Pizzagate.
Pizzagate?
Pizzagate, that's what happened.
Oh,
They're bringing
somebody brought-
Pizzagate back.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. I don't have time for this. Stupid. It's just dumb. I'm not gonna lean into stupidity. I'm just not doing that. Like I already have to pretend that these people are smart. So there's that. I'm not doing that. No. Anywho, hi Michael. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not. And I know
Okay.
that you're asking Trump supporters to come up, but I have to tell you, I love how you came up with this, and I love your approach of this because I'm sitting here listening,
Mhm.
and I'm just in. Well, I can't say in awe. And unfortunately, your live is frozen on my end, but I'll have to reboot. But listening to
Okay, that's
how
on mine.
they do what the Trump administration does is deflect from your questions. It's just something that is just part of this whole administration and the people who support this administration is to deflect. They bring up a president who hasn't been president in years.
Mhm.
They want to talk about. They don't want to talk about what you're talking about.
Not at
See,
all.
that's what really amazes me and boggles my mind is that where you come on to a show that's talking about a certain topic and subject, and you want to go back to something that has nothing to do with what's happening today.
Not at all.
Why do you do this? You are protecting a pedophile, a
Exactly.
person who, what you just shared.
Oh, I got mods. Well, Mr. Michael,
Appreciate you coming up, boss.
Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you, love. Thank you. But it's very true. That's all they do is deflect. It's just another instance of Darvo. All right. Hi, Cypress. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I am not, but I just wanted to come out. I just saw you as I'm scrolling for the first time.
Well, thank you so much for being here. We do friendly hours on Sundays. Friendly hours on Sundays, guys. Right now, only looking for Trump supporters. So if you're a Trump supporter, go ahead and request up. And get in a box. All right. Request up. Let's have a conversation. Okay. Let's have a convo. Matter of fact, chat, do this thing for me. Drop your favorite hashtags in the box. Drop your favorite hashtags. Okay. You know, mine is divorced. I've been leaning towards Trump 2028 as of late. Okay, that seems to really get the people going. So hashtag Trump 2028 and let's see what happens. Hashtag MAGA, all that good stuff. I appreciate you all. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All right. If you see the purple one at the bottom, that's my backup. If you're not following my backup, make sure you are doing so. The goal is to get that one to 10,000 supporters. Once I'm at 10,000, I think I'll start going live. I know I'm going to start going live on that one. So that's what I'm going to go do. So let's get the supporters, the follower count up on that one. Also, guys, if you look in the top left-hand corner of the screen and you see the word follow, make sure you tap it and follow me and make sure you send your daily heart me. And let's just keep doing all of the good things, guys. Make sure we're taking care of Hector while he's here. You're following him. And if you're over on the tube, make sure you are liking the stream. And also, let's make sure that we are most definitely subscribing. I appreciate each and every last one of you. And if you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. I appreciate y'all. Thank you all so very much because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. And make sure you're taking care of Hector while he's here also. All right, he is stressed. They talking about Pizzagate again, y'all. It's fucking wicked. If somebody come over here trying that nonsense with me, I'm not doing it. I'm not.
Found one email.
From Syria need help. Please, 5 minutes,
I
star.
appreciate you, babes. Not tonight. Thank you very much. All
Hillary
right.
Clinton wanted a
Trump
hot dog with no
supporters.
bun. And
What?
because of that, they say she a weirdo.
She wanted a hot dog with no bun, and so she's a weirdo because of that? Maybe
Yeah,
she don't like carbs.
that's what I'm saying. I've known so many people my whole life that they'll go to restaurants and they'll get a burger with no bun because they're trying
Yeah,
to watch the carbs and stuff. But they like the
exactly.
meat. But apparently, if you like the meat, you a
They
Diddy
want
supporter.
they want the meats.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
They want the meats. That's what she said.
I hate it here.
You sound defeated. Like it's not like the bass in your voice is gone. You know what? You sound like a white person.
The guy before that guy said that the big beautiful bill Republicans and Democrats negotiated to continue
He
to
missed it.
allow
He missed it.
undocumented
I swear
migrants
to God, he missed
to
it.
get federal benefits. What did I miss?
I said you sound like a white person.
You know what? Fuck off.
Don't go nowhere. You better stay right there. Like, what does that sound like? Tell us. What does that sound like? Wait, huh? Undocumented immigrants can't get I know you are so stressed. Undocumented immigrants, so basically those without a status here in the United States who aren't I gotta put this, it's weird because undocumented immigrant covers so much, but people who do not have a social security number cannot get federal benefits in the United States of America. It's really that simple. I don't know any other way to put it to you. So if you are an asylee, that means that you've actually been granted asylum status. All right, it doesn't mean that you're in the process of getting asylum. It means you've been granted that status along with being a refugee. You can get a social security card. And with said social security card, you are in fact able to work and pay taxes in the United States of America, and you do qualify for federal benefits. But just your everyday run-of-the-mill migrant, no, you do not get a social security card, a full social security card. You could have a for work authorization social, but that doesn't allow you to get federal benefits. You know how people would know that, Hector?
Oh, they know that.
If they would fucking read.
Well, the second to last guy, he had the, oh my gosh, listen, man, I wish y'all the best, but please. The second to last guy called and he said he had the proof and he was going to call back. He said, "You going to be on?" I said, "Yeah, I'll be on for another 40-something minutes," which was longer than that. And he said, "I'm going to call back with my proof." He never did.
He didn't call back with his proof? What is happening here?
I don't know.
I don't
There's
know
any
either.
profiles that look like that, I'm just not going to let them up for a bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not. All right. Trump supporters only request up. If you are friendly, please, please, please respect the boundaries of the live. All right. Please respect the boundaries of the live. I don't feel like doing the grifting thing tonight, so I'm not going to say that, but like just respect the boundaries. I appreciate y'all.
Wait, I was about to send them a galaxy because those people are in Gaza. Why are you so rude?
You don't know where those people are. They can tell you where they
Well,
are.
they
And I
clearly
know
do
who
need help.
Excuse me. First things first, don't come up here telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. All right. I already have people
Ungrateful.
that I help. All right. So there's that. Okay. How about you go start your own live and you can send them all the galaxies you want to send them. The fuck? What are we doing?
Did he say, I'm sorry, why'd you vote for the dude? Why'd you vote for the dude who damned them? And the aid that we were sending, millions upon, sometimes billions of dollars to help them. Why'd you vote for that guy who cut it? But you want to talk about a fucking galaxy that TikTok is taking most of? Fuck off.
Anywho, Texas Traveler, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, and for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
53 years old.
Okay, all right. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because of the policies I did approve of, or that I did vote for, the tariffs, the tightening or the reinforcement of our immigration system, some of the tax cuts towards the overtime and tips. And then I did halfway expect to just put a bull in a china shop and hopefully wreck as much of the federal oversight I think a lot of stuff needs to go back down to the states.
That's very, very interesting. Very interesting. You mentioned the tariffs, and you also it was something you mentioned before the tariffs. What was that? I should have wrote it down.
No, it's okay. Tariffs were first, then immigration, or just at least enforcing the immigration laws, then the tax cuts, and then, like I said, the last kind was kind of a general just breaking
What?
up the. Go ahead.
You said, yeah, breaking up basically the government oversight because you want to look for us to go back to states' rights, which we know doesn't actually work because we can't have 50 different states doing 50 different things. It doesn't work that way. We need some type of continuity and consistency between the states. That's why we have federalism, the balance between the two, the federal government and the states. But with that being said, my question for you is in regards to the tariffs is, what is it that
Can
you
I
like
address
to?
that first?
Sure, go ahead.
So yeah, no, I disagree. I think that the states have the own authority to do as they wish. For example, down here in Texas, we're not allowed to have casinos. I don't know if we can say the specific drug that everybody is now legal. Uh, I mean, each individual state wants to have legalized smoky smoke, and they want to have casinos and play poker, and each state has the right to make those choices for their own people. So I think that for the most part, we've already started doing that. I know AB kind of came down to the states, and that probably upset a lot of people, but I still think that was a good decision.
Yeah, here's the thing. I ain't gonna talk about abortion with you, so I don't really care what you think about that. But in regards to actual state rights, no, because when it comes to the states, we can see that again, 50 states doing pretty much 50 different things doesn't work out for people because it doesn't even fit under the Equal Protection Clause under the 14th Amendment. All right,
Oh no,
and so like in
I
regard,
I agree. The overall citizenship, as far as the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, affording everybody the equal rights amongst all of the people of America, I agree. But I still think that the states are microcosms in themselves, and they're allowed to have self-governance.
well, they can have self-governance into certain things like education, but when it comes to like natural rights and things of that nature, we can't again have 50 different states doing 50 different things like the laboratory of democracy. We can't do that because as we all know, this is a grand experiment that we're all in. All right. The United States of
I agree.
America is still young, is a young country. All right. We have countries that have been around for thousands of years, whereas the United States is going to hit 250 in July. All right, so it's fairly young, maybe even not even a teenager yet. But with that being said, like you can't have it becomes it's too much confusion because again, all right, I know that you use the example of abortion, and again, I'm not going to go there with you out of respect for mainly my mods. I'm not going to go there with you, but I can say that we can't have one state deciding that something, let's say like slavery, is okay, and another state says that it's not okay. Because then what do we get when we have things like that? When we have a group of states saying that one thing that goes against people's natural rights is okay, and another group of states saying that it isn't. What do we
No,
typically get?
no. I absolutely agree. I already conferred with you that I agree with you that individual rights have to be sovereign amongst all of our nation's citizens. We all have equal rights. I couldn't agree more. That as far as I mean, I know you don't want to talk about that other thing because you're a mod. So, gambling. Like, if I love to play poker, and I really wish Texas would have poker legalized, but they probably never will. And that's something that I have to deal with, and I
But
guess that's
poker
kind of.
isn't something that goes against like your like natural rights though, because it has nothing to do with your body. That's a like gambling. That's a really bad example to set up for like states' rights. That's a bad argument for states' rights.
Okay. Well, how about the smoking of the drugs? I mean, that's individual rights. They have the right to harm
You
themselves
you
with.
you gotta try and say substance to be
Okay.
fair. You can't
Okay.
say the other word. Really quick question for you. Do you like cheese pizza?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna fall for that one, big guy. Thank you, though.
You're a diddler.
Bruh, Hector.
He has had a
Anywho,
long night, hasn't he? Yeah.
anywho, yeah. So with states' rights, it doesn't work. They did try that before when we had the Articles of Confederation, and we didn't have that, you know, that central governing body, so that central authority. All right. What ended up happening was they weren't able to collect taxes, and they needed someone to basically provide that oversight. Because, like, what is it when it comes to state rights that you are looking for 50 individual states to actually do? What is it that you want them to do?
Well, no, I think one of your first statements you said was, like, for example, education. Education should be a state right. There should be no federal education board. We should receive
Actually, there should
funds
be.
from our. No, I disagree. I think that most states provide education through property taxes, and therefore, if my property taxes are paying for my education in my neighborhood, then that should stay local.
But then you be negating an entire systemic issue that we have within the United States of America called racism. You be literally negating that whole elephant in the room if you were to just say based off our property taxes. You really would. Hey, thank you so much, Andy, for the sky drift. I appreciate you, love. Draw some hearts in the chat for Andy, y'all. Draw some hearts in the chat. You really would be negating that whole thing, because we know for a fact that the property taxes aren't delved out evenly, not even the value of homes. And so some schools have better access to teachers. They have better access to Hector, you are losing it. Better access to textbooks, to technology, so on and so forth, to facilities. All right, simply because of the property taxes that are paid. And then we'd also have to look at it and see that states like Texas, a red state, all right, and most states in the South, like Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, so on and so forth, except for in their metropolitan areas, would lose out on that because those states typically rank lower in education.
I agree. Down here in Houston, the education, especially in the inner city, based on lower property taxes and lower appraised values, you're absolutely right. There is lower cost towards education. You head up to maybe northern, like the Woodlands or any other districts that have higher property taxes and have higher, appraised values, then they definitely have much better schools. And that's, obviously very true.
Okay, so with that being said, then why is it that you want the states to fully control their education? Because do you know what the Department of Education does?
If I'm not mistaken, it just sets minimal standards requirements. But I think the states do that just as well. Don't you agree?
What minimum standard requirements?
Well, each one is different. Like I said, Texas has a minimal standards, no child left behind. I mean, there's all kinds of minimal standards.
We're talking about the federal Department of Education, not the state Department of Education, but the federal. What does that do?
That I don't know. You got me on that one. What do they do?
They're very interesting. I'm trying to figure out, like, what is it that you do know? Because you say that you want states' rights, but whenever I basically counter you and basically prove to you that we do need to have that federal oversight for it, you say, yeah, you know what, you're right. And this is like the third time that you've done that.
No, I asked you. No, wait a minute. You said, what does the federal education board do? And I literally said, what do they do? Please tell me. What do you think?
Yeah, I can tell you what they do. All right, so the Department of Education actually is basically handle funding. Okay, so they send funding to basically underprivileged schools. So schools in those low income areas, as you call them, inner city, they send the funding to those schools to ensure that they're up to par with their peers. And then also they take care of civil rights for students who live with disabilities, whether behavioral or physical, to ensure that their IEPs and 504 plans are being met, so their needs are being taken care of. And in the event that they aren't, then the Department of Education can investigate for them via their civil rights unit. So there's that. And in regards to a standard, they don't set any type of standard per se in regards to curriculum, because they don't create curriculum. They set a standard more so in a sense of equality and equity in regards to education, is what they set a standard for.
Okay, well, I mean, I know that I put my children into the charter school system as soon as Texas started giving out vouchers, and then yeah, I mean, the charter school system, the science and technology system that we have down here, is phenomenal. I mean, they've got definitely programs for low income individuals. They have programs for, you know, my son has dyslexia, and so they have specialized programs for that to address those issues. So I think that we don't have to require the federal government that I mean, I know I'm especially involved with my children's education and their.
Are you really taking your own personal experience and applying it to all experiences? Do you think that your experience in the state in which you live in, which is Texas, all right, in your neighborhood, so in your district, all right, is applicable to the hundreds of thousands of school districts that we have throughout the United States of America?
No, that would be ridiculous for me to assume that I have
So
any
think about
idea.
what it is that you're saying then, because what you just said was, that's why I think that the state can actually handle it and we don't need to have the federal government. That's the gist of what you just said. But
Yeah,
Mhm.
if the parents are involved enough, state, local, citywide, and they choose a charter school system for the education of their children, or even private school system, not that I could afford that, but private school systems, you know, the federal government, as far as their involvement, wouldn't even be required.
Yeah, that's not how that works, because you're not taking a lot of factors into consideration. How do you expect the parent who has to work, let's say, 12 hours a day, all right, to be able to be involved as you are in their kids' schooling? All right, do you understand what an antidote is?
I understand what an antidote is.
Okay.
I also understand that, yes, obviously I made sure that I do work 14 hours a day as a truck driver, and I make sure that I involve myself weekly with my children, and that my wife also is fully engaged. But you're right, there are people that are in situations where they're not able to be involved in their children's lives or their education at a substantial, and that is unfortunate. I don't know how I can help them with that, and I don't know how the federal government is properly helping with that scenario.
What?
I'm assuming that you would be in the top 10% percentile of earners in the country.
I don't think so. I'm making about 92, 98 a year.
Does your wife work?
No, my wife stays home with the children.
Exactly. You know what? I'm not gonna pretend to give your argument any validity here. And the reason why I'm not gonna pretend to give your argument any validity is seriously because I'm pragmatic at best, and at worst I'm just an asshole. Okay, and I feel like being an asshole right now is that for you to even think that everyone else who has school-age children are able to actually participate, all right, in a way in which you say you and your stay-at-home wife are able to participate in their kids' schooling, is absolutely above privilege. It's not even a privileged approach. It's pretty much delusional. I'm going to tell you that. So what I would suggest that we do here, because this is super silly and I feel that it's circular, I think that we should just move on to a conversation in regards to tariffs, because you did mention tariffs first. So I'm going to think that that was the forefront of your mind. Okay. So in regards to the tariffs, just to get this quickly out of the way. All right. What is a tariff and who pays it?
Tariff is a tax on incoming products and materials that the American people pay.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. All right. What is it that you like about the tariffs? Because they've proven to be inflationary. So we have seen costs increase, especially in what we pay for everyday goods like our groceries.
So there are two benefits to tariffs. One, we can single out countries that are, we as an American society, our biggest power in the world is our consumer base. For example, Vietnam, North Vietnam, who's communist, has had a 100% tariff on all American products. Therefore, we have zero products in Vietnam, and by putting a tariff on them, we actually have, or even China, we put a tariff on Chinese steel, which meant that the American steel industry has a ability to compete. Will it affect us? Yes, absolutely. Everything that we consume will be affected by that. But once again, if it brings the power of our consumers against the world and makes them treat us more fairly with their tariffs, or it empowers our nation to have a competitive edge in marketplaces that they, have no ability to get into. For example, steel. I think that obviously, I'm not too worried about the American consumer. I mean, obviously, the top 10% or 1% are going to be the ones that really are floating the big bill as far as the amount of steel that they're buying or the amount of products that they're buying. I don't think that the common American, the middle class American, has taken too much of a hit, but we are encouraging growth in America instead of relying on foreign junk to come into our country.
We have like a K-shaped economy right now. While people basically they have the money, they still feel as if they're in a recession because everything costs more money. Economists actually report that. So it's like we have the money to be able to buy these things, but yet we're not buying as much as we used to, because not only is the value of the dollar worth less, but also the goods cost more money. So let's say if $100, I'm so sorry, one moment. If $100 was able to get us, let's say 20 items a year ago, all right, and this is just arbitrary to give you an example, okay, was able to get us 20 items a year ago, now is able to get us 15 items, all right, how are we doing better? How are we doing better? And then also, I do want to address what you said in regards to steel, but go on.
Okay, to kind of address in a similar fashion your $100. So if $100 in Chinese steel employs 50 Chinese steel workers, but $100 now employs 10 American workers instead of 100 Chinese workers, then that brings that money back into our economy instead of flooding the Chinese economy with our dollars. So I'd rather pay $100 and have 10 American workers make it for me than pay $100 for 100 Chinese workers to make money from me.
But you say that though, but we lost manufacturing jobs in 2025, upwards of over 70,000 manufacturing jobs. Wouldn't steel count under manufacturing jobs? Because from what I know that like the manufacturers saw increase in their profits, yet they were still doing layoffs. So we have that.
No. Well, there is partial automation occurring in manufacturing. I'll agree with that. And I mean, that's a completely different topic if you want to discuss automation and AI creeping out most workers that are a high school diploma or below. But once again, I mean, down here in Texas, I mean, I just got done driving by the Tesla plant, this beautiful giant plant that's been built that's manufacturing, brand new cars. I know that Toyota is guaranteed to.
No one's buying Teslas.
Okay, well, Toyota is also building a plant. We have space
think about
down in
this.
Brownsville,
Texas.
rockets down in Brownsville. Okay, go ahead.
Texas, I need you to think about this, right? All right, the 1-to-80 ratio, all right, that the economists talk about. Okay, so basically, for every one job saved in a steel mill, roughly 80 jobs downstream, all right, are lost. Okay, all right. So is it really worth having a tariff where we basically have all of these people losing their jobs just to save this one job, so a company can make more money, and then also so we can pay more out of pocket for the product? Because steel isn't just like, you're not just going to buy sheets of steel. This is stuff that you see in everyday household appliances, of course. All right. This is also stuff that you see in our cars because it impacts our car prices. So is it really worth it at the end of the day to see these prices go up?
Well, once again, I don't fully understand the 1-to-80 ratio that you just stated. Mm-hmm. I don't see how one steel worker in America getting paid now would prevent, let's say, 80 mechanics building, trucks
because of
Texas.
Higher cost.
So why would 80? So you're saying that, for example, Peterbilt down here in Victoria, Texas, that they're going to build less Peterbilt 18-wheelers because steel prices are going up based on American.
What's the market share for that though? Like, who's buying whatever the heck it is that you just said? I want you all. That's what I think right here. It's like, that's what bothers me so. Is that it's like you live in the real world, okay? Because you're here on Earth, all right. But at the same time, you all try to focus on this little thing, and that you like, you know what, Peterbilt 18-wheeler, some shit you just said. I have no idea what you just said. A Mack truck, I guess. I don't know. Somebody in the comments said it. All right. But like, how what's the market share on that? Like, how many people are buying those a year? All right. Is this something that the average American is going to go out and purchase? Or can we look at cars?
Well, no, I think it's actually more important because for every 18-wheeler that's built, more products are delivered across the country. We need more 18-wheelers to deliver more products to Walmarts, H-E-Bs, grocery stores, everything you have, everything around you, the glasses on your face, the headphones on the things on the back of the wall, we're all delivered to you by 18-wheelers. And so I think that the market share on 18-wheeler development in the country is very important. We need more truck drivers, more trucks delivering products, more products coming to us, to our stores, and the more products that are coming to our stores that are American made and not coming across from China and Japan and flooding our market with that kind of stuff benefits all of us in the long run.
But have we seen the increase in American made production though?
It's going to take time. I mean, we don't just automatically, when you stimulate an economy with tariffs, it's going to be a 3-5 year development. People, like I said, Toyota, for example.
So a little bit of that short-term pain for some long-term gain that they talked about. Is that what this is?
I'm sure that's part of it, yes.
Yeah, but who's to say that's actually supposed to work out? So this isn't something that you actually, so right now you can say that prices are higher. You can say that prices are higher and that your hope is that the prices go down because that's how they're supposed to work. But we know
that's never happened in the history of the world. The prices will never go down. So yes, the prices are up and they will stay up until we match the price of items with our income increasing with the development of our nation. So no, I don't expect prices to ever go down. I expect more Americans to have better jobs, better high-paying jobs. So
how is that supposed to happen when we basically have companies like Amazon doing massive 30,000 jobs out the window? But thus far this year, I believe they laid off 14,000 people, and last year was 16,000 people. All right, and the majority of those jobs were due to AI. Thank you, Hector, for the Galaxy. Appreciate you.
I already agreed with you. I mean, if you wanted to have the AI and the automation discussion, that is a completely different topic than tariffs. So
no. It's not
the goalpost. That's fine.
I'm not changing the goalpost. You don't know what changing the goalpost is. All right, changing the goalpost would be like you making that would be changing the subject. It's not changing the goalpost.
Well, you just brought up that you compared tariffs to Amazon losing jobs because of automation.
No, I did not compare that. What you said is that you think that tariffs are going to bring in more jobs for the American people. And you said that you think that Americans would have higher paying jobs. That's what you said. All right. And what I am telling you is that that's not what we're seeing, because a company like Amazon, one of the biggest in the world and also one of the biggest in the United States of America, okay, has laid off 30,000 people within the last year and have replaced the majority of those jobs with AI. So how is it going to lead to Americans getting, like, how are we going to get these better jobs? Because it's multifaceted. So it wasn't about comparing tariffs or conflating or anything of that nature. It wasn't doing that. Also, moving the goalpost means that you made a claim, all right, you presented your argument, and then I said, well, what about this? That would be moving the goalpost. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is, no, it's not, because you didn't provide any evidence for your claim.
No,
we're literally just changing the subject, and I'm adding in this because of the simple fact that you said what you said was Americans will have higher paying jobs, is what you said.
Yes.
How are we supposed? Where are these higher paying jobs coming from?
Like I said, there's going to be a manufacturing boom in 3 to 5 years if we continue to only buy American and we support our American consumers with tariffs.
That's
But
delusional.
once again, I already agreed with you about 3 times now that AI and automation is going to be a hindrance to that development, and usually the automation industry and AI are affecting either the computer industry or they're affecting the lower rung of employees. I mean, for sure, I can tell you that there's less McDonald's employees and they have more kiosks taking my order today than ever before. So that's those lower paying jobs are
So
going to be
everybody
going away
gonna get a
with
factory job? And these
Well, if we
factory
actually- I
jobs
mean-
are supposed these factory jobs are going to be hiring up everybody, or do you think that these factory jobs are going to be automated?
No, once again, I think that most of the automation will be at the lower levels. So, for example, like I just said, I deliver chemicals. I deliver chemicals to the Tesla factory. The Tesla factory manufactures those chemicals. They make vehicles. They make engines for their SpaceX program. They're making all kinds of Starlink industries here in Austin, and then they also hire maintenance workers. They hire truck drivers to come deliver these products. It's not just one guy sitting on a floor at the warehouse putting widgets together. It's a multifaceted industry that's supplying truck driving jobs for hundreds more guys, chemical jobs.
Here's
We know what the industry does.
a timely donation. Sorry, Hector, but here's a timely donation. Shout out to Phil for the 2. Phil said he clearly hasn't been watching trends, even in his industry. We have had a trucker shortage for a long time. We need about 60,000 more today, and we are losing ground. Less people will give less demand, less trucks. Also, AI will and high-speed rails may make it obsolete anyways.
Okay, so once again, I already said that
that's
the trucking
interesting.
industry is in dire need, and that's exactly the opposite of whatever you just stated. So
I said it was a timely donation.
Well, with supply and demand, when there's a higher demand for a employment,
Where's the higher demand going to come from? I'm trying to figure out what it is, like your logic train here, because all things that are happening at this very moment, I don't understand how you have so much hope that you think that trucking somehow is going to boom. When
no, that's not what I said. I said that trucking industry. Okay,
because the trucking
is
industry helps to if manufacturing booms, then trucking booms, right?
boom, yep, and then chemicals boom, and once again, like I just said, supply and demand. I know that my company is in dire need of about 300 drivers, and whenever we hire a driver, we all get a 10-cent raise on per mile, and they're giving out hiring bonuses just to encourage employment. So that is already starting to boom down here in Texas. So if you're in Texas and you're a truck driver, you can get sign-on bonuses for company drivers.
What does that have to do with Trump?
It's Trump's tariffs are going to bring back manufacturing jobs.
But what?
Yeah, I already went over how we lost manufacturing jobs, over to 70,000 manufacturing jobs last year. But what he said is that 3 or 5 years of some pain, it might be bad for like 3 or 5 years, but then it'll get better. So it's hope. He has hope. He has hope.
Trust the plan.
Yeah, trust the plan. Like I wonder, like this manufacturing, like where is all this stuff coming from? Like when you say manufacturing, like what products are you talking about? Like, are we going to be making like all of our goods here in the United States of America?
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
It would be amazing. It would be, but like I'm trying to understand. And Daryl just sent $25 because they wanted to ask you a direct question. Shout out to Daryl. Drop those hearts in the chat for Daryl. He said, "Can guests provide any evidence that would suggest blanket tariffs have ever produced a job boom?" That's a fantastic question. Drop those hearts in the chat for Daryl.
So I never stated that I agree with blanket tariffs. I think each individual product and each individual country that we're dealing with has a specific specific need for a specific scenario. I don't think that putting 20% tariffs on let's say Mexico cobalt because Mexico is booming on cobalt right now. So I don't see the same tariff that we're putting on,
That's not what she
Vietnam for
said.
Well, you said that blanket
You
tariffs.
you
Like, why would
said
blanket
that
tariffs?
the tariffs were going to bring back manufacturing. The only
Well, but once again,
specific
you have to
targeted
have
tariff that you mentioned was the steel tariff.
right. Well, okay. So I don't think we should have a tariff on cobalt coming out of Mexico because we have no access to cobalt or very small amounts, and therefore we don't need to put any tariffs on cobalt. We need to have tariff-free cobalt
But
coming into our country to help our boom.
you do understand that that's what Donald Trump did, though. He's calling it a
No.
reciprocal tariff, right? But Donald Trump levied a blanket tariff on imports from numerous
that's
countries. Some he
no.
chickened
Okay.
out on, but for a lot of them, we still have those tariffs in place.
Okay. There is no tariff on cobalt coming from Mexico.
No, I never said that there was. You used that as an example. I didn't say that there was. There are. So are you trying to tell us that Donald Trump did not do a blanket tariff and called it a reciprocal tariff?
I would say at this current juncture, he is taking tariffs individually, country by country, product by product, which is the proper way to do it.
That's not what's happening here. Give me 1 second. I have this it's a tool that tracks all the tariffs that are in place. Let me see here if I can find that chart. But that is
Did he
different.
just say that we have no tariffs on cobalt?
On Mexican cobalt.
Oh, Mexican cobalt.
Yeah, he was just using
Wouldn't
it
that
as an
be because
example.
of
And also, I've never
like
heard of Mexican
when?
cobalt a day in my life, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused.
Yeah, it's not a thing. He was just using it. He thought he was going to use it as like some type of gotcha or something like that. I have no idea what these people think sometimes. It's a lot of cope. For some reason or another, they think that this is going to work out when we have seen time and time again that applying these universal tariffs do not help anyone. They don't help. All right, there we go. I think this is right here.
We got 1.14 million of cobalt that Mexico exported to us in the United States. So there's that. That's a small number.
I'm looking
The
for this tool
thing
that I
about that
use.
is that's because we have an agreement with them, right? So like,
Yeah, but that's not a blanket tariff that she's stating. She keeps using the word like blanket tariff, which
she
is
never
not
said there was one on Mexico in regards to
Yeah,
cobalt.
she
You're the
did.
one who decided to get that
No, I
specific.
didn't. You literally
No,
brought
she
that up
didn't,
as an
because this is the first time
example.
she heard of Mexican cobalt in her life. What are we
She's saying
doing?
blanket tariff, which implies that we're
Here we
tariffing
go.
everything out of Mexico flatly, and we're not.
Oh my God, no.
I'm going to bring it up. It's from Reed Smith. Here we go. This is a tariff tracker, and it shows basically where Donald Trump has implemented his tariffs. And I need to pull it up over here on display tracker. One moment, please. I thought I had it saved because I'm the one that found this and shared it with people. Okay, here we go. It should be on the screen here. Okay. Because like, are you really trying to tell us that like Donald Trump initially didn't apply a blanket tariff to China? All right. He didn't apply a blanket tariff on Liberation Day and then walked it back and then applied more tariffs.
No, I'm not saying okay. So I'm not going to say that Donald Trump in the beginning didn't throw tariff around as a scare tactic or some kind of bullying tactic. He absolutely did. He tried to like tell everybody, you have a 10% tariff on us. We're going to put a 10% tariff on you unless you're willing to back it down. He thought he had some art of the negotiation.
That would be a reciprocal tariff right there. Donald Trump didn't do that. He used his formula with the trade deficit because he thinks that trade deficits matter for some reason, and they don't, especially when you're the number one consumer nation. And then like he tried to tariff penguins, a whole island. A whole island. I think was it the Marshall Islands that has nothing but like penguins on it. Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird time in American history. All right. So, but yeah, because look at these. I want to look at China, for example, right? Because there was a deal that has been supposedly made. All right. And we see here, okay, that for right now, we have a 10 to 15% tariff on certain U.S. origin goods. I don't know what that means, but the tariff is 34%. So, do you know what the tariff was on Chinese products like prior to Donald Trump taking office his first term? The average tariff? Not on Chinese products, but imported products to the United States of America.
I thought we had a 5% tariff.
Nah.
Also, those islands were Heard and McDonald Islands.
McDonald's, not Marshall. Thank you. It's the McDonald's Islands. I'm loving it. But yeah, anywho, with that being said, okay, so it was about 3% actually. And then, of course, when Trump came in, he increased it. And here we are. We have a 34% tariff on most Chinese products now. Jesus Christ. If you want to look over this, Texas, it's the tradecomplianceresourcehub.com. And it just tracks each country and tells you what the tariff is on it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you, host. I will have to read over it specifically later, but more importantly, to give the communist China...
they're not communists.
The socialist China, giving them access
What's
to
socialism?
Our consumers. Okay. Anyway, giving them access to our consumers.
No, I'm just asking you that question because you're calling out these names, all right? These types of economic systems or even these types of ideologies. But what is it? What is socialism?
It's an ideology of governance, of giving more. Well, that's kind of more Marxist, isn't it? My bad. I guess I was going to use other economy terminology to describe socialism. So, nope, I will reserve the right not to describe what socialism is because I won't be able to use the proper terminology.
Yeah, socialism means the workers own the means of production. China is super capitalistic.
That's what I was going to say, but that's Marxism technically, but okay.
That's socialism.
I was going to say, no, that's what I was going to say. That's Marxism. But yeah, I mean, that's socialism as well. I agree. Means of production.
What?
Yep. That's Marxism.
I don't know things.
I hate it here. Anywho, your tariffs aren't working because if they were working, Donald Trump would have never removed the majority of them as he has. Also, he wouldn't have definitely made a big fuss about removing a few tariffs off of like products like certain fruits, coffee, and also meat products in early December because he was complaining about the price and he wanted the United States citizens to, be able to better afford their groceries is what he mentioned. Do you remember that?
No, there's actually a big balance right now between him imposing tariffs and then trying to prove that he is saving costs to the American consumer. So yeah, that's a balancing act. I don't know how he's gonna pull it off. I don't think he can pull it off.
You don't think that he can pull it off?
No, I don't think that he can lower prices on all American products and make people feel happier with their value of their dollar and still empower our nation against the world in tariff negotiations.
Okay, but this is literally what you voted for because this is the same guy who is bringing down the value of the dollar, whether on purpose or whether by happenstance, he's bringing down the value of the dollar. We see that over 13% within the last year. So our spending power doesn't go as far. And then because of the tariffs, not saying the tariffs are the only reason, because I would never say that they are the only reason. All right. But with the tariffs playing a part in it, the cost of goods are even more expensive. It doesn't make any sense. And we also see that real wages are not growing, all right, at the same rate or faster than they were during the Biden administration. So again, all right, while people, okay, feel that they have the money to buy these things, they're not purchasing because their dollar doesn't go as far. Also, another thing, all right, Marxism would be communism, all right? Under socialism, all right, you still have people making money, all right? You still have a government under socialism. Under communism, you don't have a government. Because do you know what communism is? Because I couldn't let that go.
Yeah, that's when the government owns everything, and Marxism is when the means of productions are controlled by the people, but that always slips into communism pretty quickly. To go back to the petrodollar,
No, that's wrong, sir.
You said like three things in a row, so
I
let me kind
but you're wrong on what communism is, sir. In communism, there is no government. All right, it's literally is ran by the people. Is a moneyless, stateless, classless society. All right, that would be communism. Full stop. All right, and
Okay,
everyone,
sure.
yeah, sure. All right, we've never had a communist system actually in place here in the world. All right, because of Western influence always goes in and prevents it from happening. So there's that part. We've had some people do socialism.
So once again, you're implying that like some kind of fantastical utopia like Star Trek is a
Kind of
communist
like,
society.
yeah, kind of like
where-
how
where
you
people
think,
are-
yeah, kind of how
where
you
people- where
think that these
the
tariffs are
human
going to work
nature-
out.
The human nature of the humans, the human species doesn't have the desire to better themselves and to lower their drive. That's just, it's impossible. We all have drive. We all want to better ourselves. We all want to do the best we can, and you can't take that competitive drive away from the human nature to create this utopian society where we're all just happy and equal and we're all sharing our flowers with each other.
Yeah, not according to the Republicans. Guys, there are 758 of you in this live currently. 758 of you. You know what that means? I'm telling you what that means. That means we should already be at 300,000 likes, really and truly. So do me a favor. Support the stream. Double tap that screen so the heart bar gets full. If you do that for a solid 30 to 60 seconds, we can easily get the likes of the 300K within the next 30-ish minutes. All right, 30-ish minutes. Also, share out the live with your friends and family. Repost, adding it to your story. Make sure that you guys are knocking out the little gift goal here. We need 2 more of the stars. And if you think Erica's a star, send 2 more stars. Send 2 more stars.
That was good,
Send,
Hector.
send your daily heart meets if you haven't already. Yeah, sometimes that's what we you should send the stars just for like the 60K fund. All right. The 60K fund is the fact that Erica hit 60K followers and we're celebrating. Texas is a buzzkill, but it's cool. We celebrating Erica hitting 60K followers. All right. So do all the things to support her. And the best ways you can do so is the links in the bio, whether it's going to be the Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo. You know what to do. Make sure you're showing love to the stream in that fashion to keep these streams going. And it really helps with the wrinkles, because listening to these people gives you wrinkles. I promise you. I had a hairline before I started debating Trump supporters. Finally, those of you over on the tube side, hit the like button, subscribe to the stream, turn on notification bells as well. If you would like to support the stream, you may send a super chat or a super sticker. Now, remember, your hot dogs must always have buns or else.
Hector, please. Really quick here, Texas. I got to read off a few things. Thank you so much, Phil, for the $2. There was one you sent about Tesla, and also there was another one. Thank you so very much, Phil. I appreciate you for the Venmos. Phil said Tesla's year-over-year sales have been declining. Without the subsidies from the government for electric cars, it will keep declining. Also, you're not. I promise, Phil, you're not. But thank you so very much. Thank you, Phil. And also, Phil said on February 1st, 2025, Trump signed 3 executive orders imposing 25% tariffs on all goods from Mexico and Canada, which we didn't need to do. and he charged that except for Canadian oil and energy exports, which received a 10% tariff. This is correct, and we didn't need to do that. And the reason why is because remember we had a free trade agreement with them. Do you recall what the free trade agreement was?
Yeah,
So why
the
place a
NAFTA.
tariff on them?
Yeah, no, the NAFTA was a bad deal.
No,
No, I've got
NAFTA expired. So that's
that's
sunset,
why.
and then we went into the United States, Mexico, Canada trade agreement.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say NAFTA's expired. That's why he did it. I thought. I only have about 10 minutes left, and I do appreciate you at least having a civil conversation with me. I wish Hector down there wasn't all about his pizza, but apparently he's all about that cheese pizza. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I do appreciate you having me up. So if there's anything you want to wrap it up with, or anything that you think I didn't nail down properly, I'm happy to have one more discussion.
No,
Hey, Texas.
oh.
Here we go. Hot dogs, no buns, Hector. Go ahead.
Shut up.
He likes his buns on his hot dogs for sure.
Also, shout out to, make sure I can say your name. Shout out to Ashley for the 5. Ashley said, oh, really? Okay, I'm going to try that out, love. Thank you. Okay, I'll try it out. Thank you so much, Ashley. I appreciate you, love. Drop some hearts in the chat for Ashley. Thank you so very much, guys. If you'd like to support me, support the stream, links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over the tube, you can send a super chat. Thank you all so very much. All right, and with that being said, everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. Actually, I don't have anything else. I really just want to know, like, what's your line with Trump? Because you're believing in this whole the tariffs are going to work thing for some reason or another. We weren't able to get into immigration, but like, what's your line?
I will absolutely. Well, here, let me give you some wins on this one. He totally got convicted of 34 felonies by a jury of his
Finally,
peers.
someone
so
can say it. Thank you.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Absolutely. Obviously, we can have a discussion on what those felon charges were, but I'm not going to go bother with that. I think that Trump is a used car salesman. And like I said, I know my last comment that I stated in the very beginning is I know I kind of hired a bull in a china shop. Everybody, all Trump supporters are all about him like owning the libs. I hate his rhetoric. I hate his nasty talk, his tweets, or his true social, or whatever it is. But that doesn't mean that I am concerned with our country falling apart over one man in the next 3 years. If nothing good comes of it, then we'll continue on without him, and it won't be a problem. So,
like, but bro, come on, what's your line? I need you to answer that question, or do you not have one when it comes to him?
Oh no. Okay. My line is any proof whatsoever he has actually committed child stuff in the e-files. If we see one proof of pudding that he actually committed these any kind of atrocity towards a child, that's my line.
So you need like pictures and video?
Yeah, or multiple eyewitness testimony. We have only one victim that has come out and stated that she never saw him in any interaction back in 2000 when they were all buddy back then. So I truly believe that if there was one picture, like they just released a picture.
You're talking about
Clinton.
Virginia Giuffre?
Yeah.
Giuffre, I think that's how you pronounce her name. So she said that Trump never did anything to her. But that doesn't mean that he didn't do anything else to other ones.
No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. You're absolutely right.
Exactly.
There's no one that's there's no one that stepped up and said he did this to me. I mean, we have a picture of Bill Clinton sitting in a hot tub with a little girl on his lap in a hot tub, and we're letting Clinton slide with that.
But they're literally about.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
If we had that picture of Trump, then that would have come out. I hate to say this, but I am less concerned about him having any real interaction with minors, because it would have been out before he was even elected. The felonies, the essay, everything else. I mean, everything that's been thrown at him. If child diddling was one of them, it would have been thrown out back when Biden was under control. So I truly believe that at this juncture, it would take something. I mean, he is innocent until proven guilty.
It was. Hold on one moment. Go ahead, Hector.
And if EP has mentioned him in emails a million times, talking trash about him and files, and his name is mentioned, I mean, EP mentioned Oprah in the file.
One moment. There's a lot to cover there because you said a lot. Okay, so just to kind of run this through, here's the thing. All right, Trump himself has told us about his predilection for little girls. He has. When he came down the escalator and pointed to that 10-year-old little girl and said, "I'll be dating you in 10 years," that was him doing that. All right. When Donald Trump, because who the heck looks at a 10-year-old girl and says something of that nature? I know you wouldn't want anyone saying that to your daughter. All right. Now, also, additionally, Donald Trump told us out of his mouth that he likes to walk into the dressing rooms because he's the owner of the Miss USA and Miss Teen USA pageants while they are undressing. All right. While they don't have clothes on. He said that himself. He said that in 2005 on the Howard Stern show. Also, Donald Trump said, not out of his own mouth, but Donald Trump, of course, has been found civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman, E. Jean Carroll. He also has 26 claims of sexual harassment and or assault against him. Why do you have to see it in order to believe it?
Because
why do we have to see the harm in order? Like, the reason why I'm asking this is like, why do we have to see a person doing something harmful, like literally see them doing something harmful in order to actually believe it?
Once again, these are all adult women, and I'm sure he is a scumbag when it comes to adult women and ex-wives. But as far as inappropriate or anything that would be considered a chargeable offense to a minor, then I would be right there with you saying throw his butt in jail. So,
but if he did it to an adult woman, don't throw his butt in jail. But if he do it to a grown woman, like what?
If it's a grown woman, no, okay. If it's a grown woman, then obviously he can be sued civilly liable, and he has been sued civilly liable. For what they considered SA. So, those are all civil. Obviously. If it was criminal and it was a grape or something, egregious, then that would be a completely different story. But, once again, we're talking the difference between the e-files and then just, a dirty old man with women. And that's horrible. I'm not saying it's not horrible. I'm not.
He hasn't always been a dirty old man, though. Some of these accusations stem from like the early 80s, all right, when he was younger. He wasn't a dirty old man then. He was younger.
Okay,
it's like a trend of these things occurring.
Yeah, but
give me one moment, Texas. I know because I know you have to go soon.
Yes.
Shout out to Mackenzie. Thank you so very much, Mackenzie, for the $1. I'm not going to read this message out loud, love, but I do hope that you have found the healing and the peace that you feel you need in order to continue on. But thank you so very much for sharing that information. There's nothing wrong with my mic. I don't have an echo. If the echo just started, it's not me. It's TikTok Studio, guys. Good grief.
Guys, Studio has been bugging like crazy for the last couple of days, or maybe 2 weeks, I want to say. So a lot of the sound issues that you're referencing, except for mine, my mic is just trash, is specifically TikTok Studio. She's working with the best she got.
Okay, let's see. Is that better? Okay, that's not better? It's still doing a revert thing? I know it's fine over on the YouTube. One moment.
It is literally just Studio. That's why YouTube is fine.
Can you guys hear me now? Nope. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Is this still an echo?
I haven't heard echo yet, host.
I know you guys haven't. It's the people in the chat. Okay. All right. But as I was saying, I don't know what I was saying.
Let me just wrap it up this way because I do got to go. Once again, thank you for that. I couldn't agree more that, men in general, I mean, just to give a flippant example, 3 months ago we saw pictures of Leonardo DiCaprio on the beach with his brand new 18-year-old girlfriend. Is it disgusting? Yes. Is it tolerated in our society? Yes. So I'm not going
Doesn't
to sit
mean
here
that
and
it's okay though. Like,
no,
what
I
does a
agree. No, I
50-something-year
agree.
old man have in common with an 18-year-old kid? Like, she's
I
18.
once again, I agree, but I'm just saying, we're trying to just nail down Trump when this is a common practice. 40, 50-year-old men, 20-year-old women. It's disgusting. I'm a 53-year-old man. I have a 30-year-old daughter.
But
So
there's
I
even
don't see how they're like that.
But
But
we
that
have
is
to
a
think
problem
about
in our
people,
society.
though. Texas, you have to think about it, though. Like, the accusations against him, he's a very powerful man. He has been for decades. All right. He has always had the money and the power to make things go away. To pretend that he hasn't would be very, very, very not just naive, but willfully ignorant of you to believe so. All right. Donald
Well,
Trump has made cases disappear. Like, we can talk about Katie Johnson, for instance, and thank you so very much to Dr. Steele for the reminder. Dr. Steele sent 5 and said, "This is willful ignorance at this point. Katie Johnson testified. Her testimony in Trump's deposition is still on YouTube. She tried 3 times, but they intimidated her. Cohen was his fixer at the time. She has not been seen since. Who knows if I don't know. I can't read that part because I don't want to get flagged, but you're right. I mean, absolutely right. So what are we
once
doing?
again,
Like, even E. Jean Carroll received threats
we
against her life.
we have Monica Lewinsky and President Trump. It's just common in the society. What you may do? You made a
Hold
you may
on, time out.
only
One no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. What Bill Clinton did was go against the vows of his marriage, is what he did. All right. He took a vow of fidelity to Hillary Clinton that he broke. What happened between him and Monica Lewinsky was consensual. It was consensual. She herself would even say that it was consensual.
How old was she?
She was in her early 20s, I do believe. Yet it was consensual between the two of them. So we can't compare it to what Donald Trump did and what Donald Trump, I would have to say what Donald Trump has been accused of. That's not the same. This is not a 1-for-1. All right. There have been accusations made by people on Donald Trump for when they were children under the age of 18, not with the ability to consent, because by law, a child cannot consent. All right. We even had the young girls who participated in the Teen USA pageant say that Donald Trump did come backstage while they were in a state of undress. They said that, and they said that it made them feel uncomfortable and they didn't know what to do.
Once again, I will agree that's disgusting. I'm not saying that's not disgusting.
So why is your line? If you think that's disgusting, right? My question for you though is, why is your line having to see him commit a sexual act against a child? I think that's disgusting I think that's abhorrent to have to actually see it.
I don't have to physically see it. I have to have, unsurmountable proof that he has committed pedophilia. And if that's the case, then he needs to be thrown underneath the jail with all. I mean, we have a beautiful custom in our prison system where if you go in there for essaying a child, then even the criminals take care of you. So I agree with that completely. So once again, if they had proof, he would already be under the jail for sure.
In a perfect world, right? In a perfect world,
well,
he would be under the jail.
I agree. In the world we live in, this is where we're at. So you're right. In a perfect world, you would have undeniable proof.
So you just continue to. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter that he's listed in the Epstein files, over 38,000 times more than Jesus is listed in the Bible, more than Harry Potter is listed in the Harry Potter series books. It doesn't matter about any of that. It doesn't matter that there have been accusations of him committing crimes against children in the Epstein files. But because, you haven't seen the proof, it doesn't matter. Notwithstanding that the Department of Justice just told Congress this week that the remaining 3 to 2.5 million files that are left over that they still haven't released will remain unreleased because they said that they're not releasing anymore, as if the president of the United States of America, wouldn't be able to keep those files a secret. And he wouldn't be able to keep those files hidden from the American public.
Well, that would go back to Hector and his cheese pizza, I guess. I mean, that's conspiracy. Once again, I love when you guys mention that his name was mentioned. It's not a conspiracy
if we literally know that these things exist.
You're
only
stating
person
that
that's stopping them is Trump from having them released. Essentially going after.
This is the first time we've even seen them. I mean, you're saying that Trump somehow has this magical power that Biden didn't have, no one has ever even tried to release these files. They've known about him since 2008. Since 2008, EP has been a convicted child, and you're just now saying, oh, it's only Trump's fault they're not released, that Biden and
that's not
Obama and everybody else should have released. And once again, he's mentioned more than Harry Potter. I mean, yes, absolutely. He was the incumbent, and then the president, EP talked hella crap to everybody about him. So his name was mentioned a bunch. Oprah's name was mentioned a bunch.
No, being mentioned.
He did not have communication with them in 2002.
Being mentioned doesn't necessarily mean anything. But to have the accusations against him, to address your point before you continue on, to address your point that you said in regards to the files not being released under anyone else. All right. First things first is that the trial in the early 2000s, that was a state thing. So that was a state. So we can talk to Rick Scott or we can talk to DeSantis about that one. Okay, both Republicans. Also, in regards to the actual files being released, the federal government, the federal courts, I should say, in December of 2023 did authorize the release of files that could be released, could be released at that time that weren't a part of an active investigation, all right? And those documents stemmed from a 2015 civil case that Virginia G brought against Epstein. And the Biden administration in early January of 2024 released those files. They released those files. That's what happened. All right. That's what happened. And then the files, I'm not finished. The files, all right, were still sealed. The majority of the files were still sealed. They became fully unsealed in September of 2025 during the Trump administration. Once those files became fully unsealed, that's when Congress started demanding that the files be released. Donald Trump, the entire time, was calling the Epstein files a hoax, a Democratic hoax. That's what he was calling them. And then he decided, you know what, let's release them. And then when December 19th came and that 30 days expired and it was time to release them, they didn't want to release them. Why not? Why didn't they want to release them? Right? If he's so transparent and he has nothing to hide, why weren't they released in full? And even to this day, with what they have released, they still haven't released all of them. And the Department of Justice, via Pam Bondi, has told Congress, both chambers, that they are not releasing the remaining 2.5 million files. So Lord knows what's in those files. Donald Trump, as the president, he can in fact demand of his Attorney General, Pam Bondi, to release those files. He really can, but he's not, and he won't. What is he hiding?
Okay, so one of the first releases, and they made it one of the absolute first releases of the files was to make it so significant was the emails between Donald Trump in 2011 to the FBI agent who first opened up the very first case in the FBI towards EP, and he specifically leased that email first so that everybody could see. He immediately contacted the FBI and said, "Thank God, guys, this guy is a scumbag. You guys, if you guys need any of my help, I know the employees that worked at Mar-a-Lago that he took from me, and the children, and he started to help the FBI investigation from day one." But I noticed nobody ever mentions that he was literally helping the investigation with the FBI on the Epsteins back in 2011.
Trump was an FBI informant?
Well, he didn't. Yeah, I mean, yes, I guess so. Technically, yes.
Really? Where'd you get that at?
It's in the files. Check the files. It was actually one of the first files released.
You sure about that?
I'm 110% positive.
Trump was not an FBI informant, sir. He wasn't.
You're using the word informant, which kind of leads me that you're gonna. He contacted the FBI, the agency, and the bureau that the agents that opened up the case in the very beginning of 2011 at the FBI headquarters against EP, and he absolutely offered his help with anything that he could do, and he acknowledged that EP need to be fully investigated for everything that was going on. Research that, and then we can discuss it.
Yeah, that was
later.
Mike Johnson telling a lie per usual, being hyperbolic. That's what that was. He was never an informant. And he never provided any statements, or nor did he ever provide any type of testimony, deposition, or anything in regards to Epstein. He didn't do any of that stuff. None of that. None of it. None of it. Like, do you wonder why, like, okay, I want you to think about this, right?
Wait.
No,
okay,
in 2006, he literally made a phone call to a local sheriff. No, not a local sheriff, to a local police chief. It was a Palm Beach police chief is what he did in 2006. That's all he did. All right. Donald Trump was never an informant. Donald Trump never provided any type of support or anything of that nature. And when we say support, that means he never helped in any investigations or anything. All right. The only thing he did was call a police chief. That's it. That's all he did. And he said everyone has known he's been doing this. That means that he knew too. He knew too. What the fudge? He knew too.
Yes, because the young
Why
lady
didn't
that
he
came
say
back from
anything beforehand is the question. If he knew.
Okay. Once again, when the young lady came back from Mar-a-Lago and was being coerced by EP, it was a state of fact, and he told her to go to the police. He banned, EP from Mar-a-Lago, and then in 2002, was it 2002 or 2003? He contacted the local authorities.
After
and
he was arrested, though. After.
No, well, he was convicted in 2008.
Epstein was arrested.
In 2008 is when he finally actually got a real conviction. So who was covering for him? Okay, I'm way past my time. I do appreciate the conversation. And I'm sorry I do have to go. But please look up the FBI portion of it and see if you can find that in the Epstein files. It's there.
I don't want to twist myself into this. Is nuts. Y'all are nuts. Y'all are absolutely insanity. I can't deal with this. This is crazy.
Okay,
I don't know how many accusations, allegations, suspicions, anything of that nature that one person needs. Do you not know how to leave? Okay, there you go. The fuck? Like, what are we doing? What in the world? What in the world? Also, again, this isn't even an actual recording of a phone call. It's just the officer's, the police chief's statement is what it is. The police chief is the one who said this. And if Donald Trump did, in fact, say this, then what ends up happening is that Donald Trump is admitting to knowing that fucking Epstein was touching children, was raping children. Right? Who sits by and just allows their friend and continues to be friends with someone that is raping children. The fuck are we doing here? I really want, think about that. That says a lot about him as a person. Also, to think that someone went and tried to get ahead of it, to make themselves look better, you got to be out of your mother effing minds. You really have to be out of your mind to think that they went and tried to get ahead of this. Insanity. Guys, keep tapping the screen, keep sharing the live. Let's keep doing all of the good things. All right, take a breather while we, whatever the hell that was. All right, let's go ahead and knock out these bear thingies. It's the bear with rose. They're really, really pretty. I do like them. We have 10 more of those to go. Let's get the likes up to, let me see, where are we? I'm on the wrong thing. I can't see for nothing. She can't see without her glasses or with them. Let's get the likes up to 300,000 likes, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Also, continue to share and repost. Thank you so much, Mandy Mart, for the bear with a rose. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Thank you, legs. Okay, keep doing all of the good things, guys. If you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. All right, I do appreciate each and every last one of you. Let me take a look here and see if we have any thank yous to read out. Hey, shout out to my girl, Jonna. Hi, Jonna. Jonna sent 10 and said, I saw your intro song. I absolutely love it. Oh, thank you so very much. I appreciate you, love. Shout out to Jonna. Draw some hearts in the chat for Jonna, y'all. That is friggin' awesome. All right. And also, I think I said it already. Thank you so much, Dr. Steele. I appreciate you, love. All right. Draw some hearts in the chat. And let's see here. I got to switch accounts. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, there's that. I need to go to here. Okay. And this email is weird over here. And I think I read this one already. So great. Thank you so very much, guys. Let's keep doing all of the good things. If you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. And if you're over on the tube, you can send a super chat. Thank you all so much because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. Okay, let's see. I don't know if this person is going to load. Let's keep the conversations going. I just read the word yawn and then I was like, oh, it makes me want to yawn. Okay. Hi, Andrew. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hey, Erica, can you hear me?
I can.
And yes, the answer is yes. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Very good, very good.
Awesome. For TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I am 47.
Okay. All right. And why are you still supporting Trump?
Just simply because he took my playbook and he's implementing everything that I wanted him to implement, such as, because you probably asked this, shutting down the border, because I've been saying this for years. If I was the leader of certain organizations across the world and I want to sneak in people, I'm going to sneak them in via the southern border. I've been saying that for 20 years, since September 11th, because I was working in Manhattan on September 11th. And so border control was huge. I just like, and I'm not, I know you get mad when you reference, sorry, I don't say mad. Well, I do want to reference previous presidents. I just wanted to duplicate exactly what every president did before him other than Biden with the border. And I have anecdotal stories. I live in the Bronx. So I have anecdotal stories about issues with people that shouldn't have been here properly. And by the way, my wife is
don't do that.
Hispanic.
Oh God.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's my family. But I was a big fan of his.
Hey, straight facts.
His. I'm sorry, ma'am. I missed that.
I'm saying hi to a mutual in the comments. Go ahead.
I'm listening to you. Erica. Sorry, Erica. And I was a huge fan of his foreign policy and his previous administration, as far as peace in the Middle East, preventing people from other places in the world invading other countries, such as what happened. This is my first time ever speaking on this, so I'm trying to do my best to not say words that we shouldn't say. But during previous administrations, certain places and other places of the world overtook and invaded other places, kind of like during the previous World War. It didn't happen under him. We had peace in the Middle East, which is huge. So it was really foreign policy.
No, we didn't.
What was that, ma'am?
We didn't have peace in the Middle East.
Oh, by the time he left, there were no bombings in Israel. There were no. Oh, I should not use that B word. Sorry. There were our friend in the Middle East was relatively safe. The war in Syria had ended. It was the most peaceful Middle East in my lifetime. In 47 years of my lifetime, the most peaceful Middle East I've ever seen, which is huge because I've always said if there's going to be another bad war, it's going to potentially initiate there. It could also initiate in Russia. So it was really it's foreign policy and protection of the border. I'm also a huge fan of his economic policies because, and if you look at it, worldwide investors, the day he was elected, and since the day he was elected, worldwide investors, smart investors, hedge fund managers, private equity managers, the stock market has boomed. Now, I know we can go back and forth on this because the president doesn't always control the power of the U.S. stock market. But if you really look at what's happened, there's a lot of confidence worldwide in what his policies are going to be, as far as how it's going to impact the worldwide economy. Because we all know as the U.S. moves, the entire world economy moves in that similar manner. So those are really the three main things, plus strong on crime too. But I know that's more of a local thing than a federal thing. I get that. But anyway, I'm sorry. I know I just spoke a lot. So you're the host. I'll be fully respectful and let you interject.
Did you want to continue to talk? I just want to make sure.
Well, I think at some point
interject will mean me like actually like cutting you off. But did you want to continue to talk?
Well, no, ma'am. I would also like to cover the 34.
Is Donald Trump a convicted felon? That was me interjecting.
Yeah, 34 times, and I can talk to you very, very clearly on that.
Okay.
Can I please speak?
No. Anywho, in regards to peace in the Middle East, that's simply not true. All right, because we did actually have Iraq over there with the backing of the U.S. All right, Iraq fighting off ISIS. So we know that much. So that was happening. What else did we have here? We had the Syrian civil war happening during the Trump administration. All right.
Yep. It ended, though, before he left office.
It ended before he left office? Does it matter? Because you said that there was peace in the Middle East the entire time is what you said.
No.
By the
time he left office. By the time he left office, it was the most peaceful Middle East in 47 years of my lifetime. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No, there wasn't. Liv is probably getting oxtails or something. Who knows? What are you here for then, Livingston? And then like we also had the go ahead.
Erica!
Liv! Hi.
Hi. No, okay, now I can talk about it. Okay, I can't believe it. And no, I don't want to touch it. It's
okay. All right. So I'm like, no, because it really wasn't. Because even like the Qatar crisis was still going on between Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, and Egypt has severed ties, and they imposed the land, sea, and the air blockade in Qatar. All right, because they said that the Qatari government was actually supporting terrorism. So like it wasn't peace. For you to claim that is so funny, but then to say like Donald Trump had anything to do with any type of downtime and any type of conflicts is silly, considering that he took the capital of Israel, or the capital, and moved it to Jerusalem. That wasn't okay. He wasn't supposed to do that. I know other presidents had talked about doing so, but he wasn't supposed to do that.
He did it.
And then the Doha agreement that he did. Remember the Doha agreement?
So do you not agree that it wasn't the most peaceful Middle East that you've seen in your lifetime? I'm not saying it's peaceful, because I don't know if it'll ever be peaceful. But you don't think it was less peaceful by the time he left office?
You've been calling it peaceful this whole time.
I said it was the most peaceful Middle East. I didn't say it was peaceful. It was the most peaceful in my lifetime. That's all I was saying.
Not lifetime?
Yes.
I don't know. I can't say. I don't know what was happening, almost 60 years ago. What was happening almost 60 years ago in the Middle East?
multiple wars against Israel. I think there's been 7 wars where they've been attacked. I believe they've never once started a war, but I'm not even Jewish. So, but anyway, so those are really my main points on why I voted for him.
Bro, what?
And
Wrong, bruh.
please articulate then. Please articulate.
You're wrong because there were still conflicts
Yes.
going on in there,
and there
right?
always
And they
will
may
be,
have not
unfortunately.
exactly. So like, who's to gauge the most peaceful? All right. Are there any studies? Are there any reports? Anything of that nature? Or is this just your personal opinion? Because if it's just your personal opinion, I can't argue that with you. If you feel like it was the most peaceful time, by all means, sir, you can have it. All right. I'm not going to argue your opinion, but if you have something to substantiate, all right, your claim here, then by all means, then I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm willing to listen.
Well, Erica, with all due respect, yes, no, and to be honest, the only reason I joined is because I found you to be very, very respectful. You're very
I'm not
articulate. Well, I
Don't
relative to
microaggress me.
other, relative to no, I'm not. Relative to other hosts that I've seen, you've let people speak, and I give that, that's a big point. You can agree with me on that, right? I mean, you let people speak. A lot of other hosts I've seen.
And I check out a lot, like I'm doing right now.
It's Black History Month. You want to take that? It's Black History
I'm checking
Month.
out, Liv.
I'm checking out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he just
yelling.
came
I'm
up.
not yelling tonight. I'm just not doing it. I don't feel like it. I'm not yelling.
And you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. It's Black History Month. We can just choose not to.
True.
Like he came up and just did a bunch of racism for no reason. Articulate, but I'll allow you to interject.
That's why I called him out each and every single time. Because
what's wrong with the word interject? What's wrong with the word interject? I mean, how is that? You use the R word. That sounds really weird.
I'm interjecting
Sorry, go ahead.
right now. Okay. All right. Interjecting, okay, would mean that I'm not allowing you the opportunity to finish your complete thought. That's what that would be. I'm not allowing you to finish your sentence. When in fact I have. I allowed you on my platform to speak. And when you stopped speaking, that's when I started talking. And then you decided to start speaking while I was speaking to tell me that you were going to allow me to interject, which I thought was absolutely funny. All right. Also, another thing is that don't microaggress me. Okay. Don't call out that I'm articulate. Am I not supposed to be?
Why wouldn't you be? But there are some hosts that are definitely not articulate.
So why call it out then?
Well, because I would just explaining exactly how I felt.
Who are you comparing me to?
I don't know, other hosts that I've seen.
Who?
But why? I don't pay attention to names. But why are you focusing on one or two specific words I used? And I don't even believe in the microaggression thing. That stuff is just for sensitive people and everything.
I'm a princess.
But
Hey, Liv, microaggressions are for sensitive people.
I agree.
Yeah, and I think all white people are racist. And he's just proving that point. Just continue to speak, boy.
Okay, so you just call me a boy too, but I'm not going to be sensitive about that. And you just said that whole race of people are that's just craziness. But anyway, I didn't say that about you. I didn't say that about you. You said that. You said that.
Yes, and I'm going to interject here because you're poor. You're very poor. And so you don't have the education, right? The money behind your education to actually engage in the conversation with me. This is why I say when I came up here, right? I don't necessarily, I come around you poors, but like, I don't like dealing with you poors, right? Like I'll hang around here with the plebeians. And like, listen, Erica, shout out to you, right? Because I don't know how you do this every single night. Like you are upper echelon and you come down here to educate the poors like Andrew. And like have some gratitude. You should be saying your grace. And when you address Erica, your grace. Say it in the English accent, like your ancestors. Your grace. Fucking pores. Come on, Andrew, say your grace.
Well, I was respectful. I called her Erica. I called her ma'am. But
you should say your grace.
Your grace. I have no problem saying that.
Okay, thank you. From now on, you refer to Erica as your grace or your highness.
look, to be honest, I don't care. I can refer to her as whatever you guys want. I'll be respectful. You're the one calling me names, and I'm just curious. How am I poor? I'm just curious.
Stop it. Stop it. It's Black History. I'm sorry. 1 second, Andrew. Erica, it's Black History
Yes,
Month.
it is.
Did you see that name?
I did. That's why I brought it
The
up.
profile.
Why'd you make that noise? Reindeer games live. All right. Black Confederate. I'm going to place you on mute and be with you in just a moment. Thank you for your patience. Okay. All right. So let's try to.
Oh, my bad. I ain't hear you. Hello?
Yeah. I said 1 moment, please. I'm going to be right with you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. What was I going to say? Okay. So you said that you could, furious what? You said that you could go over the 34 counts against Donald Trump for some reason in detail. What would be the point of going over those in detail? Why would we want to relitigate that? He's already been found guilty of it.
Yeah, but so the truth is, and this is my legal opinion, is that
Are you a
and
lawyer
it's not even an
or a
opinion.
paralegal?
No, but I know the basis of general law. No, I'm not. I worked, and by the way, I know your buddy thinks I'm poor, but I'm 47 and retired from working in finance in Manhattan, so I'm definitely not poor. Now, I'm not saying I'm rich by any means, but I'm just saying this. He wants to make accusations and call me names that are inaccurate, and I was very respectful to him, and I never said anything like that. So, but I will get into 34 felonies, and this does tie into my job. So,
okay.
And so this is my legal opinion. So if he was not running for president, he would not have been charged with 34 felonies. And that's not even my opinion. That's a legal fact. And do you want me to explain why that's the case?
Wait, hold on 1 moment. You're saying if he wasn't running for president at that time, then
Correct.
he would not have been charged with it?
Correct. Do you know why they were
No,
upgraded from
I know why.
misdemeanors to felonies?
Exactly. No, you wouldn't be wrong. You'd be correct. It's because of the fact that they said that he lied to impact the election decision. Something to that. Why can't I figure out my words right now? Basically,
No, you're correct. You're correct, Erica. You're correct.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I agree with you.
So that's why they were upgraded, because basically campaign finance law in the state of New York. That's it.
Yes.
So if he wasn't running for president, then you're absolutely
Correct.
right, because then
Correct.
that wouldn't have been a factor. It would have been predicated on that. So
Exactly.
that's why.
So, and
we understand
even
that,
Andrew
but what does that
Cuomo.
change?
Well, so even Andrew Cuomo, who was his political nemesis, who was the former New York State Attorney General, said that he should not have been charged with those crimes and it should not have gone to court. And this is his legal nemesis. Now, I get why Cuomo was saying that, because he also felt that he was attacked. I understand. But can I, Erica,
He still would have got charged with the misdemeanors, though.
Very true, very true. But can I just give me 1 minute, and I promise I won't keep any more of your time.
Go ahead, you got
related to this. So I worked in commercial lending in Manhattan, which is where this all happened, for 27 years. In 26 of those 27 years, I spent the majority of my time dealing with balance sheets and income statements, which is what this ties into. It's literally a personal line item on the monthly QuickBooks balance sheet was reported as a business expense rather than a personal expense over a course of 34 months. Now, I can tell you, in dealing with middle market companies and large businesses, that if you have a guy that owns 500 companies, I can guarantee you, forget about that. Let's just say you have a guy that owns one large company. He may or may not be able to tell you every single line item on every single monthly QuickBooks balance sheet. He's going to defer to his CFO, his bookkeeper, or his accountant, because they do not know every line item. Now, imagine you own 500 companies. You're not going to know every line item. So those 34 felonies, it was done, specifically because he was running for president. Specifically. So I'm not saying, and I signed non-disclosure agreements because this is all related to NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, where he basically went to her and said, let's keep what happened between us. It happens all the time in Manhattan, all the time. And I've signed many, many, many over my life. Now, not related to this. It was always related to financial statements, balance sheets, where I wouldn't be allowed to talk to outside third parties about what I saw. So that's all I'm saying. These 34 felonies are completely fabricated. Well, I shouldn't say completely fabricated. I misspoke. They were exaggerated specifically because he was running for his
But
office.
they proved
And
the
if
intent,
he
though.
wasn't running, no one would have investigated him. No one would have done a line item on 500 different monthly income balance sheets.
It
That's all I'm
kind
saying.
of okay. So a few things kind of sound like you may have committed fraud. I think you want to look into that. But another thing is that the prosecutor
No,
was
me, no,
able
no. I never
to
owned a company. I never owned a
the
company. I'm saying I reviewed them on behalf of clients.
you so you
I was the
aided and
one.
abetted. You was an accessory. I'm just messing with you. I don't
No,
really care.
no, no. My job was to actually ask as many questions as possible so I could explain it properly to the underwriter. Oh
Sir,
my God, no! I
sir.
mean, it was
It
specifically
was
to
a
get
joke.
like details.
I don't actually care. I don't care. No.
But you
So,
made the accusation. I was just defending
no.
myself.
It was a joke. It wasn't an accusation for real. It was a joke. I
Okay,
literally
sorry.
laughed and then said I don't care. So with that being said, the DA, though the sort of prosecutor in the falsifying business record case, was able to actually prove intent, showing that those records, the 34 records that were that they had, all right, were in fact created, all right, created simply to cover up these payments to Stormy Daniels. So that's what they did. So what the thing is, saying that he wouldn't have been charged with a felony, all right, is kind of a moot point if you weren't running for president. All right. And the reason why is because he still would have been charged with a misdemeanor had it come to light. So either way,
Correct.
he would have been charged. And
But it wouldn't have come
that's
to
all there
light
is
if he
to it.
wasn't running for president, because no one would have investigated him. And I'm telling you, these accounting errors happen all
How
the
do you
time
know that?
because for 26 years I would ask questions and they would come back sometimes. The CPAs or the CFOs would come back and recorrect things because the underwriters would be giving me a hard time asking me questions. So I would go back and then they'd sometimes have to go back and recorrect it and say, oh, sorry, that was an accounting error on the line item. So that's all I'm saying. That's the reason why I'm saying I've seen this many,
That's
many times.
conjecture. That's just conjecture.
Well,
Like that's like,
well,
oh, okay, I think that like, hey, if it weren't for this and it weren't for that, then this wouldn't have happened. That's just conjecture. We don't know. But what we do know is that basically under the letter of the law is that if he weren't running for president, he still could have been charged with the he's not still could have. He still would have been charged with the misdemeanor. Also, the chat is saying that you're mixing up two cases. I'm not exactly sure what.
no,
I
I'm
haven't
not. I'm
gotten that
definitely
from
not.
you.
I'm
Yeah, I
definitely
haven't
not.
gotten
I'm
that
definitely
from you
not.
at all. Yeah. So yeah. So he still would have been charged with the misdemeanor, anyways. So what's
Well,
the point?
well, that he wouldn't have been charged with felony if he wasn't running for president. That they specifically targeted him because of that. That was done, and that's how Alvin Bragg ran, who was a DA in Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
and Letitia James, who was the Attorney General in New York. They kind of ran on that. More Letitia than Alvin, but Alvin did allude to the fact that he was going to go after Trump. But look,
I'm listening to you.
no, look, and you know, I'm averse to even thanking you for having this nice discussion because I don't want you to accuse me of I don't know microaggressions and stuff like that. I this is my first time ever in my lifetime coming on one of these, and I did it because I thought that you were someone I could have a discussion with. That's it. That's all it is.
Okay. All right. Cool. I don't mind that. Like it's whatever to me. I really don't care. And when I say I don't care, like you don't have to do the platitudes and all those things of that nature. We can just have the conversation.
Okay. Okay.
And I honestly do think that still that he would have definitely still been charged, simply because of the fact that he isn't the only person to ever be charged with this. All right, like I'm reading here that between 2022 and 2023 alone, that the DA in Manhattan brought this specific charge of falsifying business records against 29 different people. So in a year's time, 29 different people. All right.
And you,
hold on
go
one
ahead.
moment, but
Go ahead.
like
I'm sorry.
ignoring Donald Trump's, like his falsifying of business records, then that would be the double standard there. That would be the double standard. All right. So I think saying that him, without running for president, he wouldn't be charged would basically be saying that he would have received preferential treatment simply because of his status. So I think either way that he would have been charged. I just think either way he would have. You don't think so?
But why would he have been investigated on his 500 monthly QuickBooks balance sheets and such if he wasn't running? That's all I'm saying. And it's possible. Look, and I don't know the thing you looked up there earlier. You said the 29 people that have been charged. I don't know. I'd have to Google that myself, and I don't know the answer. So I can't argue with on that. I cannot argue with you on that.
I'll pull it up for you.
And the question is, Erica, so the reason that these other 29 people were charged, but like we would really have to read into that more deeply, because usually when something like that happens, there's usually a loss to investors, a loss to a company, or some sort of a loss. There was no loss here whatsoever. So, without me spending a little bit of time looking at those 29 scenarios, I wouldn't be able to really articulate to you yes or no. I assume you're right. You found it on Google, but I'm sure there's a lot more to the story in each of those cases, is all I'm going to say.
I think Sam found it on Google as well. Yeah, I searched for it via Google. I searched for it via Google, of course. All right. So let's see here. Hey, bruh. I swear. Okay, let me see here.
Hello?
Who's here? Oh, Black Confederate, you still here? Thank you so much for your
Yeah, I was-
patience. You are too kind. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to see where y'all was going at.
Oh, we're actually going nowhere because this is silly.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. Donald Trump would have got charged with it anyways. He's not the only person to ever be charged with it. And no one would even make the claim that this is ever like the top indictment in the state of New York or in New York City. None of that information. Whole point is it's a moot point because he still would have been charged with the misdemeanors. Tis all. That's all there is to it. Nothing else.
Would you like to? And I don't want to keep you too much longer, but would you like to talk about the $450 million fine against one of his organizations because of the inaccurate reporting on the application
That would be
for
the fraud case, wouldn't it?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, the fraud case where they found that they used some of the charity money for personal use.
That wasn't the one I was referencing. To be honest with you,
There's
Erica, you mentioned that
another one?
earlier.
That's the one that. So you're talking about the one that was
It was like 450 million, I believe.
450 million, where he was. Is that the one where they reduced the penalty most recently?
I don't know. He overstated the value of the real estate on applications to banks. That's the one that I'm referencing. You mentioned the one about the charity. I didn't even know about that, to be honest with you, and I haven't had a chance to look it up, to be honest.
Is this a one-on-one? Because I had to go down in the chat.
Nah, Liv is here too. Liv, you want to talk to the Black Confederate? Okay, all right. So, Black Confederate, I have a quick. What is that noise?
That's my other phone, sorry.
Oh, okay. Hey, Black Confederate, quick question for you, sir. All right. Is Donald Trump a convicted felon?
No. Hold on, fool. Let me call you right back, baby. No.
He's not a convicted felon. Andrew, is Donald Trump a convicted felon?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
34 times.
All right.
Or was he accused 34 times?
He was accused, but he was convicted. He was convicted, and I will say that. See, Eric,
Okay, who
I'm
convicted
fair.
him?
I'm fair.
Okay, what judge convicted him?
Would
What
you?
the
I can
fuck?
articulate. I can explain it, Erica. You want me to explain it
I
to
don't
you?
want. I ask you what judge convicted him, bro.
Go ahead, Andrew.
I don't know that. I don't know the judge. I don't know the judge.
So you're gonna tell me he got convicted, but you don't know the judge who convicted him?
No, I didn't dig that deep into it.
What
Like
you
I
need to
don't.
dig that deep, man?
So Erica, he actually this gentleman doesn't even know that I was the one defending the 34 felonies. He thinks I'm trying to. I can explain it to him, but he makes
No,
it
I don't want to know the
seem
judge name.
I'm denying it.
Yes, you
Andrew,
do.
he's not paying attention. It's because, see, here's the thing, Andrew. All right, when it comes to Trump supporters, all right, you have some, all right, who can live in reality with us, right? Like you might be able to live in reality with us. It's just that you have some things with you that you're just not ready to admit to as to why you support Donald Trump. And I don't get paid enough to try to figure those out, so I'm not even going to go there with you tonight, right? Then there's people like the Black Confederate, right? Like when you hear the name Black Confederate, do you think that you're going to be talking to a person that's rational? Also, Black Confederate, you have a lot of background noise. Like, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but I need
Not
you to
me.
chill.
That's not me. That's not me.
Who's making all that background noise?
Sorry, that might have been me, Erica. I apologize.
Oh, I thought it was the
I'm
Black
good now.
Confederate. Okay.
I was opening up the fridge. Sorry.
Sorry about that, Black. Okay.
I came back to my phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I was between both of them, and I didn't like it. Like, they're not gonna no. No.
No.
I'm always
from America.
Yeah.
Respectfully, South or the North. Where you from? Top, bottom, mid, west.
Huh?
That's
Where you from?
That's a weird way to put that.
You know, what I mean being direct, right? So you from the top, the mid, the
I'm
south,
from
or the west?
Virginia.
Oh, you from the colonies.
The fuck does that mean? The colonies is wild. Anywho, yeah. So Andrew, all right. Then you have Trump supporters, okay, who legitimately cannot admit to the truth.
I don't understand why. It's a simple fact.
Exactly. We know that. Like I know that. All right. The over 800 people who are watching between all the platforms know that. But yet here we are. Okay. Donald Trump wasn't convicted by a judge, Black Confederate. He was, in fact, found guilty by a jury of his peers, all right, for falsifying business records 34 different times. So the jury of his peers. If you ask me for the names of the jurors, I wouldn't be able to give you that. I don't know if that's public record or not. I have to do some digging.
It can't be public. It can't be public. I agree with you.
It can't be public.
The names of
Well,
jurors?
If it's not public, then how she know?
That the jurors?
Well, they can't release the name of the jurors. Like that's just that
Well,
would
how
just
she
be
know? If they didn't do it, well, then how she know?
because they never release the name of any jurors anytime.
Y'all not making no sense. I have been convicted before. You know that, right? For a federal crime, right?
Oh, we know.
You don't know shit, right?
You just said y'all know. I said yes.
No, you didn't know. I'm telling you no. I'm telling you no now, right? So, what you saying don't make no sense. So how you gonna be convicted by a jury of his peers? That don't make no sense. That's just sound like education of word salad.
Oh, okay, sir. I'm so sorry. I have a question for you. Right? Mr. Black Confederate, sir. Right? Was Jeffrey Dahmer guilty? Was he a convicted felon? Jeffrey Dahmer.
Did he get convicted by a jury of his peers or a judge? Or a jury of the court?
Let's see. I believe Jeffrey Dahmer, actually I think Jeffrey may have pleaded.
So what that got to do with Trump?
Sir, it's a 1-for-1.
I'm just asking. That's not a good example.
Hold on one moment.
And what's your problem with Trump anyway? I mean, he's not impeccable, but I mean, what's your problem when he just trying
He's
to
not
help his country?
impeccable. Wicked
No.
work.
Okay, but
Okay.
what's the
Okay.
problem?
I can't use Jeffrey Dahmer because he actually pled guilty, and the jury did find him. They found him criminally. They found him mentally fit to withstand a trial. Don't it sound like Boone? But it's not Boone. It might be his cousin. I don't know. It might be Boone's cousin. Anywho, Black Confederate. All right. Seriously, I want you to answer this. I want to make sure that you're living in the same reality with us. All right. Okay. All right. Is OJ guilty?
No,
Okay. Why isn't OJ guilty?
because the judge of the jury said he was acquitted.
A judge and a jury? You can't
I say
have
the
both. You
judge,
can't have
I
both
say the
ways.
judge or the jury, the judge or
The
the jury.
jury.
One
Yeah,
of
it
them
was a jury. The jury came back and found him what?
not guilty.
Not guilty. Exactly. Found him not
But what?
guilty. Right? Do
But
you
what
know
the
the
jury of his
name? Do
peers?
you know the names of those jurors?
We can find out.
Go ahead, look it up.
Okay, but was it the jury of his peers?
It was a jury of his peers, yes. If they were residents of the city or the county in which it happened in, or even the state in which it happened in, yes, it would be a jury of his peers. Just like for Donald Trump, he was found guilty by a jury of his peers. Do you know what a peer is?
No, tell me.
Oh my God. We're being
You
serious
I'm
right
being
now.
honest. I said no. You asked me. I said no. So tell me.
Oh my gosh. A peer would basically be someone, all right, who is a resident within the same state that you are in. That's it. When it comes to a jury, it'd be a person
So
who's a resident within the same state of you that you're in.
so his neighborhood convicted them. The people who live around him convicted them.
They could be the ones that live around him. They could live down the street. They could live. They live in the same county.
Okay, so
The
okay.
same
If his peers, so what's the problem? What's the
state. What are
problem?
we
He's president
doing?
now.
Why do you not
but he's
believe
the
that this
president
man
now.
was convicted? I'm really stuck on this.
Okay, he's
Andrew,
president now.
you better
He's
watch some
president now.
serious mental gymnastics. This is what you voted along with, by the way. Wait, you're a felon. Can you even vote?
Oh,
You.
yeah, I
You're
was
a
a felon
felon.
14 years ago. I was a felon at 14. Not
Have
no
you got your
more.
rights back? You got your rights back?
Yeah, I got it back.
Okay, and you voted in 2024?
Yes, I did.
What state are you in?
Louisiana.
You didn't get your rights back in no damn Louisiana. What state
Well, I
did you
haven't.
commit your crime in?
In Louisiana. Okay, do you know the revised statutes of Louisiana?
Wait, why is he talking like that?
I don't know. It's weird.
What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? My voice? You got a problem with my woman? What you mean? Why I'm talking like this? My voice?
Why you talking like that? Yeah.
Y'all must be from the north, man. Y'all must be from the north.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Y'all gotta be.
Yes, sir. You sound really mighty tender-like.
Well, I voted for him. You know, I voted for him, so hey, I'm rolling with it. I can't change that. I voted for him, and I like what he's doing. Right?
Yeah,
He's
no,
doing
hey,
everybody
he
else.
popping U.S. citizens in the street, right? And
Yeah.
you voted along. Your name is literally the Black Confederate, so that makes sense. Like you on the wrong side of history, my boy.
No, I'm not. I'm from the South.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm from the South.
Yeah, let me ask you a question.
I fought against you, Yankees.
Yeah. Let me ask you.
Live one moment. So that's actually good. I wasn't expecting the state that holds the worst prison, Angola, to give people their voting rights back. But yep, you can get your voting rights back. I can't talk. Your voting rights back in Louisiana. All right, if you meet certain qualifications. So there's that. Also, the chat wants to know, what parish are you in?
New Orleans Parish.
New Orleans? Okay. All right. Fantastic. All right. Let me read off a few donations and then Liv, it is all yours, my friend. I promise. All right. Shout out to Angry Sloth for the $5. Angry Sloth said, MAGA on MAGA. I'm here for it. Let's see if that happens. That'd be so much fun. I'm not even going to hold you. All right. Also, Mark. Hey, Mark. Mark sent 5 and said, Trump wouldn't need to hide payments to Stormy if he wasn't running. Duh. Well, that is true. I mean, that part is actually true. He wouldn't have had to have hid those payments if he wasn't running. He wouldn't have had to have paid her. So there's that part. Shout out to Mark. coming through with the duh, because duh. Also, shout out to Jordan for the $10 over on Venmo. Jordan said, "Is Black Confederate not Bloomberg or his brother, cousin, uncle? Don't he sound just like Mr. Boom? He sounds just like him. Is this like a thing for y'all?" And also, shout out to Vintage Frizzle for the 5. Vintage Frizzle said, "To be fair to him, Erica, maybe he doesn't know Trump is a felon because he thinks we still live in the Confederacy, time traveler." Bruh.
Well,
Why
I
do
don't
you
have a
call
problem
yourself?
with it.
Well, I'm going to ask you that question after Liv talks to you. All right.
Okay.
But thank you all so very much for the love. I appreciate y'all. Let's keep doing all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. If you are over here on the Tiki Talks and you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica9@gmail.com. All right. And if you're over on the tube, you can support via a super chat. Thank you all so very much for doing all the good things, I should say, for doing all of the good things, because everything is appreciated and most definitely accepted. All right, let's make sure we are tapping that screen, guys. All right, we should be over 300,000 likes by now. Are we? Yay, we are. You guys are fantastic. Let's get up to 400,000 now. Do it. Thank you. Y'all need to make it up to me for that dismal performance during the battle. I'm going to have to go over to Joey's after this and drink some friggin' hot sauce because of y'all. What are we doing? Okay, that was... Shout out to Mel for the come through, and Kiana and Miss Donna. I seen y'all in there. I appreciate y'all. Let's just keep doing all of the good things, guys. Anywho, the floor is yours, Liv. Have fun.
Yeah.
Why you stop doing that?
That's nice and tender like. Come here, Black Confederate. Let me talk to you. Whisper something in your ear. Okay.
Oh no, I ain't gay, bro. I'm not with the LGBT. You can't whisper nothing to me. You're a grown man. Talk to me like a man.
I am talking to you like a man.
No, they ain't. Men don't whisper things to men here, bro. So you need to take your game up and be a man first.
Yeah, I am a man. I am a man.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk to me like one.
I am. Okay. I am Ford F-150 tough. Okay. F1.
You sound soft.
You know what else is soft?
Your brain.
No,
your
sir.
words.
No, sir. Hey, but serious question though, dog. Like,
thank you everyone on the tube who sent jewels. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Go ahead, Liv.
Yeah, I just like, why you support the people that would have enslaved you? I think that's what everybody wants to know, really.
Enslave who?
The Confederates wanted
free. We were free.
I'm sorry, but the Confederates wanted to maintain slavery.
No.
Oh,
no. Wrong.
Gooch. Thank you, Gucci.
We didn't want to be a part of the USA.
Drop some hearts in the chat for
right?
Gucci, y'all.
Didn't want to be a part of the USA. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Let me ask you this then. I'm gonna read this in this voice. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Okay. Everybody power tap the screen because I had to pull this up because he gonna make me pull this up. I cannot believe this.
Livingston, please.
I'm reading it in that voice too.
I can tell. I can hear. I know.
But tell me something. Why do the people up north have more problem with the flag than the people in the south?
So here becomes my question. Here becomes, what does this sound like to you? Where is it? Let me see. Where is it? I can't find it, Erica.
What are you looking for, Liv? I'm sorry.
Okay. In the meantime, Erica, why do you have a problem with Trump?
Why do I have a problem with Trump? Oh, that's
Yes,
a
ma'am.
fantastic question. It could be that he's a fucking felon. That part. It also could be that he is rolling back, or actually has rolled back several DEIA initiatives on a federal level, and has threatened companies on a private level to get rid of their programs that significantly impact Black people, especially Black women. So there's that. Who has that echo? I don't like it. There's feedback somewhere. But then also his
What Black
rollback of
people you talking about?
DEIA initiatives also are hurting Black communities, because in Loudon County, Alabama, this man rolled back a provision that made it so for oversight for excess sewage in people's lawns. They had sewage coming out of their lawns, like up from the ground. He called the provision for the city to actually prevent that from happening DEI. Like, come on, what are we doing? So there's that. Also, thank you guys so much for the bear with the rose. It's so cute. Thank you. I appreciate you all.
And when you say black, you mean like black Americans or just black people in general? You know,
I'm
you got
not doing
everybody.
that shit. I'm talking about black people. Because
Oh,
just
I don't
like
care about
Brother
all black
Malcolm
people.
said, we all black.
I don't care about all
No,
black. No,
whether
we
if
not.
you're
No,
in
we not.
Brazil,
Oh,
if you're in
head.
Ghana,
Bull
if
crap.
you're in Jamaica,
Bullshit.
or in the U.S.,
Bullshit.
we're all black. You're not going to
Bullshit. No, we
derail
not.
this.
Yes,
Focus.
we are.
Lock in. Thank you very much.
We're not doing
Appreciate you
that.
kindly.
Oh no, we're not
Lock
rubbing no
in.
elbows. No, ma'am.
Lock
I'm
in.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not
Lock
rubbing no
in.
elbow with no Haitian people. I don't like Haitian people. I don't like Jamaican people. I don't like Dominicans. I don't hate no Capricorn.
Go
I
ahead,
don't care
Liv.
for them
You,
people.
I fucking ain't Liv. You touch it. I'm not
I'm
doing
saying,
it.
yeah, them people trash. Them people illiterate, no education. They don't invent nothing.
Boy, you better
Right? They
stop
haven't
before I
done
go get
nothing.
my whip.
So
Boy, you
why
better
are
stop,
we
boy.
helping these people?
Hey,
You see what I'm saying? Why?
listen,
Why?
let me ask
Guys,
you
no
this.
reporting, by the way. Let Liv and I handle this. Liv is a mod. We got it. We got it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
I'm
We
not being
appreciate y'all.
disrespectful, but I just don't care for them people because they
One
don't do nothing for the
second,
country.
Confederate. I want to know what do you hear when you hear these words? Okay, the cornerstone of the Confederacy rests upon the great truth that the Negro is not equal to the white man.
Huh?
That slavery and subordination
Oh,
to
I'm
the
Creole.
superior race
We
is a
different. We
natural and
bougie.
normal condition.
No, you black Americans wasn't nothing, right?
Can I?
If you from Virginia,
Tell me these
Hey,
words.
y'all was
focus,
nothing.
man. God darn.
Listen,
Gosh darn nabbit.
we're talking about we're talking about this Civil War, okay? Now, I'm gonna say it again. The cornerstone of the Confederacy rests upon the great truth that the Negro is not equal to the white man, that slavery and subordination to the superior race is his natural and normal condition. Yeah.
Okay, where that come from? Out the Constitution?
Nah, that was the vice president of the Confederacy said that.
What? The vice president?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How about this one?
He can say what he wants, right? But we already know the
Defended
truth.
slavery as a necessary and just result of the supposed inferiority of the black race. Explain the fundamental differences in the constitutions of the Confederate States and the United States of America.
I'm part of the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah. Is remembered for his defense of slavery and outlining the perceived differences between the North and the South and the racial rhetoric used to show the inferiority of black Americans, African Americans. He didn't say that. He said the N-word, but I don't want to say it too many times in a row. He actually said a lot in this speech. It was a whole lot. Hey, man, why you support people that wanted to see you as a slave, though? That's weird to me. I ain't even gonna lie.
Let me you might let me tell you why, right?
Talk to me. I'm sorry, hold on. Talk to me.
You're talking to me. See this? I don't know. You might can see this picture right here, right? You see this? This is my grandmother, right? From 1875, my third grandmother. You see how she shit? She was not a slave, right? You see the white man? He was trash. She married trash. Look how you look. This all slouch. I had to ask my grandma why she married this trash, right? Look how she sit real fine, well groomed. Look how her hands are. Look how her feet cross, right? You know what I'm saying? This is I ain't come from slavery, right? You know, see, I'm proud of I love you, grandma, right? I love this woman, right? I don't care about no white people. I mean, white people's trash. They wouldn't never slave because see, the black woman in Louisiana owned everything. See, so you got your history misconstrued, brother. See, you're getting it from books. So I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because you get your history from books. I got real life history, right from the 1800s. You see what I'm saying? That white man was a toilet for my grandmother. He was trash. White people was trash. Now, there probably was something in Virginia, in the British colonies, but part of the Louisiana Purchase, we was wealthy, brother.
Hold on
You
one
know, it's two
second.
histories,
Hold
right?
on one second. Hold on one second. I'm just gonna keep every time you say something, I'm just gonna do another quote. One second. Hold on. Hold on.
I want you
Because
to
he
hear
never
this.
answered why he's calling himself a Confederate.
Because I didn't want to be, because it was just a battle flag, right? It's really indigenous
It's
flag
not.
from the
It's not.
Indians.
It's not. You don't know.
Yes, it is.
Look,
Well,
no, it's
you
not.
carry the
Listen,
Yankee
listen,
flag.
listen. Hey,
I'm gonna carry the
stop.
Confederate flag.
Listen, man. Listen, man. Hey, I just want to read my quote. For the last 10 years, we have had numerous and serious causes of complaint against our non-slaveholding Confederate states with the reference to the subject of African slavery. And we have endeavored and weakened our security and persistently refused to comply with our express constitutional obligations for us in reference to that property. To that property. Erica, who do you think he was talking about? I think they was talking about. Yeah, they were talking about niggas. Our position is thoroughly identified with the institution of slavery, that the greatest material interests of the world.
I don't give a damn about them slaves.
Man. One more. The Declaration condemned northern states for denying the rights of property in slaves and refusing to return escaped slaves to the people. How about this one? Texas. The non-slave holding states are proclaiming the unbased doctrine of the equality of all men, irrespective of race or color, and defend slavery as divinely sanctioned. My God. Virginia, do I need to keep going? Like, dude.
No, you don't.
Oh, God.
That's actually weird.
Like, dude, that was...
Okay,
Like, when is enough enough? I want to know why he's calling himself a Confederate.
What you say that cool? I'm gonna give you some facts, right?
Yeah, all of those, by the way, Black Confederate, were from, listen, Black Confederate,
the same
Black
people.
Confederate, hold on, Black Confederate. Everything that I just quoted, one, the first part came from the vice president of the Confederacy, Alexander Stevens. Listen, the next 5 quotes that I gave
I don't care about none of that, bro. That got nothing to do with me. I don't care about no
from the
slaves.
Articles of
I don't
Articles
fuck
of
them
Succession.
slaves, bro. Excuse my friend. I don't care about no slaves. The hell with them slaves. They could have got hung.
Hey, listen, boy. Watch your mouth, boy. Cause I swear for God.
Look at it, girl.
I'll wait.
If your grandma was a slave, she should have been.
Boy, listen. Don't make me get my switch. Better not talk about my ancestors like that. No. You want time out. This is Black History Month. No, sir. No, ma'am.
Like, Liv,
Better
the
get 'em.
only thing you're trying to figure out is why, as a Black man, are you calling yourself a Confederate?
Go ahead now, boy.
You can
Speak.
answer the question, please.
Although they do share some history, Louisiana Creoles are a multiracial group with roots in Louisiana's colonial past, while Black Americans represent a broader ethnic group with different origins.
See, I'm not none of y'all. You see, I'm not none of y'all people. I don't care about no Black Americans. I don't care about no Nat Turner. None of that. No Harriet Tubman, no Railroad, none of that. See, I'm not from Virginia. I'm not a part of them people. I ain't gonna have none of y'all history. I'm part of Napoleon. You see? My people say, comment taillé, comme de la bouche. Qui c'est ton nom? See? That's what my grandma talk. When they sit around each other, that's what they say. That's how they talk. Yeah, they speak French, not English. They hate the word. They like to learn English because it was forced on them. But that's not their language. That's not their tongue. My grandma tell me all about my history. So I don't care about no slave. My people never told me about no slave. Maybe they did have a few slaves, but that's not. We don't talk about that in my family because that's not part of our history. So if your people were
The
slaves,
first thing that I thought when you said that you don't like Haitians, but then you started talking about being Creole and being French and all that jazz, right? Is that, but you don't like Haitians. You're very confusing. You're confusing me and I don't get it. Yes, you
we
are.
got a lot of ties.
But
we got a lot of ties.
Melvin wants to tell you
ties.
something. Melvin sends a $5 super chat and said he's proof that the censure of Black history, which is the true American history, and the profiteering of the prison system has crippled us. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. A lot of you prison
We're not
scholars,
American.
Mr. Oswald Bates himself, because he wants to
Well, I'm not a
proliferate
prison
off
scholar.
of the
I'm talking about my
commiserate
history.
to confiscate. I don't know. I'm just making up words now. But yeah, you're not making any sense, by the way.
No,
That still
I
doesn't
am,
answer
Erica.
why
I'm
you
just not
call
part of y'all history. I'm just not part of y'all history. That's it, man.
Okay, do you
not
you live in the
Kennedy.
United States of America though?
I live in Louisiana, yeah.
Which is in the United States of America, right?
It was purchased by the United States, but that won't make me United States.
You're not.
It was purchased. It was purchased. It was purchased. Okay, it was purchased.
Are we dealing with a
but
sovereign
that doesn't
citizen?
change my DNA. But that doesn't change my DNA.
Sir,
Do
that
you
shit
understand?
happened
That doesn't
over
change.
200 years ago. That purchase happened over
Well,
over 200
but
years
what
ago.
what that
Over
got to do?
220
It was
something
past
odd years
DNA
ago.
so
Right, what are you
so
talking
so.
about? You're from the United States of America. You live within the United States of America.
Oh my
You live
God!
within the
But what
state of
that got to
Louisiana in the
do?
parish
But what
of
that
New
got?
Orleans.
But what that got to
Okay,
do
like you're
with my
being
DNA?
extremely
But what that got to
weird.
do with my DNA?
What do you mean your DNA? What are you talking about your
What
DNA?
that-
Like
what
when
that has to do
you
with my
call,
genealogy?
okay, I have a question for you. I have a question, right? I have a question.
I need some help. You must be
You might
Haitian.
need some help. All right. My
Are
question
you
for
an
you would
immigrant?
be this. Yes, I'm Dominican. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah,
Well, you
I'm
know what?
Dominican
It's time.
short. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't talk to
Yeah.
immigrants.
Yeah.
It's time to
Okay.
go.
All right. There you go. If that's all that it took, that's all that it took. Thank God. Jesus. Lynn, what the fuck was that? Oh, now you can't talk? Okay. All right. Also, I am
I was on.
I am Virginia black mixed with a little bit of North Carolina black. All right. My ancestors have been traced back to, I believe, like 1842, if I recall. It's either 1842 or 1847. All right. So there's that. Also, Liv, they were really loving that deep voice of yours. I was like, ew, stop. What the hell was that, Liv?
Well,
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Well,
Liv.
can I just real quick commercial break for the They love it. They
Okay,
love
go
it.
ahead. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Yes. Listen, y'all. It's almost 900 people in here. Okay. What I want y'all to do is lick your finger. Okay. Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. Okay, let it happen. Let it happen. It's gonna be a little misogynist, but forgive me. I want y'all to lick your finger, okay? And first, I want you to go ahead. I can't even say it. Listen, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Make sure y'all share out the live. Make sure y'all share out the live. Tap the screen, share out the live. Hey, y'all, appreciate y'all. Put your favorite Erica quote in the chat. That's what I want to see. I want to see your favorite Erica quote in the chat. We're going to run that up, all right? We're going to make sure we share it out. Make sure we share it out. Let's get them up to, I don't know. Erica's never greedy when it comes to shares. So let's just get it up to, it's 1,000 people in here. 200? 200? Yeah, we're going to get it up to 200. We're going to pause that screen. Listen, it's almost 1,000 people in here. We need to get it up to 500,000 likes. I need y'all to really power tap that screen. Erica has some modest gift codes up there. Make sure we close those out as well. Click the link in my bio. I'd love for 10 people to go shop at thelastcookout.com. Buy one thing. It's Black History Month. It's Black History Month. Just go to the website and place your order now. And I am getting there. I'm getting there. I am. See, because what you guys don't know is that Erica has merch now, y'all. Who does not have an Erica too? Do all the good things, right? And for an extra little bonus, right? You can get a whiff of my cologne on your tea when she sends it to you. Because all you got, my sin. You can take a little piece. You gotta go to the EricaEffect.com. EricaEffect.com. The link is in the bio. The link is in the bio. Bruh. Hey, yes. Hey, I think 10 people should go buy something from Erica. 10 people should buy things for me. And we'd be like, hey, y'all did all of the good things.
All of the
now,
good things.
back to getting character. Do all of the good things, people. Okay. We have Steven up here. We still have Andrew. Okay. Now they are both going to say some things. And when they say those things, y'all just gift Erica and you gift Liv and say, hey, Hector. Okay. What's up, Hector?
Hey, thank you so much for to Suko Bars for the torch over on the tube. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Drop some hearts in the chat for Suko, guys. If you'd like to support me, support the stream, the links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle. And also over on the tube, you can send a torch like Suko Bars, or you can send a super chat. Everything is appreciated, y'all, and most definitely accepted. And make sure you're showing love to Liv while he is here. Do show love to Liv, all right? I pinned his link tree there over on the tube, and his link over here on the TikToks is in the bio. Let's make sure we're doing all of the good things, guys. And you can find your Do All the Good Things shirt at theericaeffect.com. I'm super proud of me. Also, I have a song now. I do. I have a song now. And check out the last cookout, y'all. Okay. So, Andrew, I'm about to ask Steven a question. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay. You're seeing this in real time, friend. You're seeing this in real time. Hey, Steven. All right. Is Donald Trump a convicted felon?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, awesome. So, Steven, for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I'm 58.
Okay, all right, fantastic. You're 58 and you behave that way? That is something. Okay.
Steven,
I'm not accountable to you.
Steven, did the party switch happen?
The make-believe switch, yeah.
The make-believe
You
switch?
support you support the party that aborts half of black pregnancies?
Why has the
And
black
you think they're
population?
out to help you?
Why has the black population?
What percentage of black births are aborted?
I mean, less than enough. We doubled in population. So, I
So
don't
that's
know.
not an
somewhere has
answer.
to be working. Why has the black
support
population
the
doubled?
party that wants to abort
How
your
is it
kids?
how is it that we are
You support the party that wants to
aborting all
abort your
these
children?
babies, yet our birth rate is still higher than white people?
Your abortion rate is the highest.
Crazy. Wow,
And
that's
still we have
crazy.
more babies than white people.
Exactly. Wow.
How's that if
Hey,
black
Andrew,
people are
if
only
you're trying to run,
13%
don't
of the
run.
population?
You gotta get a hold of this.
No, they don't have
mouth-frothing
you support the
racism
party that
that's happening.
encourages you
No,
to
you can't
abort your
even be.
children.
You listen, shushies. All right, I'm gonna have to put a leash
Calm
on
down,
that
Grandma.
dog. All right, gotta put a leash
I'm
on
not
it.
a dog.
All right, chill out. You're doing too much. You came in here being all manic and shit. As soon as we let you
Blah,
talk,
blah, blah,
as soon as
blah.
we let you talk, you start pissing on the walls. Calm down, okay?
You can't answer the
Then
question.
chill out. All right. Liv literally already answered the
You're
question for
chimping.
you. And here you go.
Don't
Here you go. Pissing and pooing
you
everywhere.
support
What's wrong with
abortion?
you now? What's wrong with you?
50%.
What's wrong with you?
50%.
How does this have any impact on your life? I bet you can't tell us that.
It has an impact on the children that are aborted.
Yeah, they're.
You support
Are you pro-DP?
unaliving 50% of your
Okay.
pregnancies. And
do you
that's the
like DP?
party that supports black people.
Steven.
I think Republicans want you to have your kids, don't they? But the Democrats,
Steven.
bro,
Do you like
this is
DP?
fact.
He's gonna crash
Steven.
and run. He's crashing.
I
And he's gonna
know.
run.
Steven, that's why I want to get
Nobody's
this
crashing.
out. Steven, do you like DP? Do you
What's
like DP?
DP?
You know what DP is. Do you like DP?
Do ya?
What's DP?
You know exactly what DP is.
If I knew what it was, I wouldn't be asking, bro.
We're on TikTok, bro. I can't say the words. TikTok friendly language.
Okay,
Do you like
I'm
DP?
not interested in talking about anything except why you support aborting 50%
Why
of
do
your
you
babies.
support DP? Do you like DP?
I don't support any letters. Why do you support
DP is
50% of your
is an acronym
pregnancies
for
being
the word.
aborted?
Why do you
And
like DP?
You embrace the
You
party
can't
that wants to
substantiate
eliminate
any of
you.
these claims.
You just read the facts. Read the statistics. They're right in front of me.
Okay, where
You can
getting that
deny it
50%
all
from?
you want. That's why you can't even convince people that are your own race to
Where are you
support you
getting this from?
because they know.
Where are you getting it from?
Read the statistics.
I'm pretty sure.
Are you really
there's
that ignorant?
thousands
You don't
of
even
places
know?
where you can get the statistics from.
Do
Just read the
you
statistics.
think Republicans
I'm
support
so sorry.
abortion?
Are you that low IQ that you can't tell us where you got your number from? Are you that low
Planned
IQ?
Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood is where you
Low
got the number
IQ.
from?
as you're trying to make a living off of
Is
TikTok.
that what you? That's where you
Yeah,
got
Planned
your
Parenthood's where
Planned
you get
Parenthood.
abortions.
Wow.
Your party's the one
You are
demanding that
not
women have the
smart
freedom
at
to abort
all.
their children.
Not smart.
I'd
That's
like
what
to
we're
see you
dealing with.
explain it to your kid. You're a
That is
parent?
literally. You are very concerned with this matter for some reason or another. I'm not exactly sure why you're so concerned with it.
Well, it's why
but you're
black men are
concerned
leaving the
with it.
Democratic Party.
Are you sure that's why? Are
Yeah,
you
I
sure?
have a lot of them, a lot of
How
friends.
is
They
it
all tell
that?
me the
Oh,
same
your
thing.
friends. Another personal anecdote. How is it that
Well,
black
what
men
do
are
you
leaving the
use?
Democratic Party
Yeah,
when
just look at
over
the
80% of
statistics.
them
You
voted
can't
for
even
Kamala
you
Harris
haven't
in the
even brought up
2024
one point.
election? So there's that.
Your blue wall collapsed in the last presidential election.
What has
Trump
happened
won the
since?
popular
How many
vote.
special elections?
Nothing's
How
happened
many
since
special
because
elections have they won
special
though? So
elections
there's
aren't
that.
standard
How many
elections.
state house seats have been flipped? How many
Who
how many
cares?
state
That
senators?
always
Also
happens. That's
governors.
normal.
Governors. So
Again,
there's
why do you
that.
support the
So, but you don't
party
want to. Oh, you
that
don't want to
wants
talk
you to
about
abort
that. You don't want to talk
children?
about that. You just want to
You
talk
don't
about
want to get
this
off
because you
murdering
don't know
children.
anything else. That's what that
You
is.
schmur-
You don't want to talk about anything else because this is all you know.
Like what?
This poor white man here. We know that he's poor. We can hear the air
Yeah.
coming through his teeth.
I'm
So
in
there's that.
vacation
Yeah,
in
sure you are, buddy.
in a
All right.
5-star
Sure you
hotel.
are. Sure you are.
Yeah, JW
Yeah,
Marriott.
sure you are. We know. We know.
It's in
We know.
Hanoi. You want the phone
We
number?
know. We know.
Room
Yeah.
703.
Yeah, we know. It's okay.
No, we know.
We
No,
know.
we know.
Yeah, we
I
know.
don't
We
make,
know. We know. You're on an
I don't
account where
get
you
paid
can't even
one
turn your
penny at a
camera
time.
on. All right. You're literally on an account
So
where you
what's
can't
that
turn
have
your
to do with
camera on.
anything?
Right. And you just want us to
Again.
trust you, bro?
Oh yeah, here. Let's see.
That's
I'll
what
turn
you
it
need?
on for you. No
I
problem.
literally just said where you can't
It
turn
says
your
live
camera
access
on.
needed. Live access needed to go live on video as guests. You can only live on audio.
Exactly.
So give me
I'm
access.
literally, I can't give you access.
Give
stupid.
me
You have to come
access.
back on your main account.
This is my main account.
No, it's not.
Oh, and you know what people's accounts they have?
Mhm.
And you're stuck working on TikTok with
I'm
all
stuck
this
working on
ability?
TikTok. Are you
Well, yeah,
mad that I have
if you can
flexibility and
profile,
freedom?
no, if you,
Are you
well,
mad? Are you
so do I,
upset?
but
What are
I
you
have that
doing?
because my business supports me.
I have a business
Something I
also.
developed without
I've developed a
using
business also.
something that's going to end as soon as President Trump's gone, like your career
How
on
do you think
TikTok
that's
will.
going to end?
Well, because you're not going to have a topic.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did politics and current events only begin when Donald Trump became president? Like, is that
Sure
a
did.
thing? Really?
That's
So
when it went up
didn't
like
have we didn't
80%.
have any type
What
of
are
politics or anything.
90%
We didn't
about the
have any
debates on
type of
TikTok about?
political commentary or anything prior
You're
to Donald Trump.
just you're a parrot.
I'm a parrot. How am I a
Yeah,
parrot?
you're like a keyboard. If
How?
you ask you a certain question, you push number 8 is your
Push number 8?
response.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Really?
number 2 right there.
Okay.
Really.
And
Can you do the?
you said that you're 58
That's
years
number
old?
17.
And you said that you're 58 years
58.
old?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Are you upset
Uh-huh.
that you weren't able to purchase any vagina tonight? Is that what happened? Because you're 58 alone in
Are you a
Hanoi,
pervert?
Vietnam. All right.
Are you a
Doing sex
pervert?
tourism. Are you out there doing sex
Really?
tourism?
In Vietnam they have
Wait,
sex
is that what you're
tourism?
doing? Is that what you're doing? Are you doing sex tourism?
It-
You can tell us. It's a yes or no
And
question.
I'm actually over here building an
You
app
can
for my
tell us.
company.
Oh,
If you must
okay.
know.
Okay.
But if
What's the
you
name of
want to
your
talk
company?
like a trash,
What's the name of your
Hey.
company?
Make It Quick LLC.
Make It Quick LLC.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
what it
want to
is?
know what line I put my LLC income on my federal tax return?
I do want to know, actually. I have a very curious question, if you don't mind.
But get
Erica.
yourself a business
Can
and then
you tell
you'll
me the
know.
difference? Can you tell me the difference between PHP?
Are you like sticking up for her?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Do you
Soft
support abortions? You support aborting 50%
I
of
s-
black pregnancies?
Well, do you support DP?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes. Do you support DP?
Yeah, then keep doing what you're doing.
Okay. Now, do you support DP?
You're supposed to convince and train your children.
Like if you had the
That's where
opportunity, would you?
change starts. It doesn't start with some
If you had
played
the
out old
opportunity, would
lady
you DP?
trying to convince people on TikTok that have no
Would
life.
you listen? Would you DP?
I don't
Like,
need to listen. I don't need to listen.
Okay, then I'll just mute you. Like you're crashing.
Super duper crashing. And he wants us to rage also along
Super
with him,
duper.
but we're not.
Thank
going
you.
to.
I'm glad I'm exceeding the expectations.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I never know the bar could go so low.
Exactly.
Like what?
Yeah, it would take somebody that knows what a low bar looks like to understand
the bar
it.
is in the tavern of hell. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't drink, so.
Maybe you should. You ever think that's a problem?
No.
The bar
Alcoholism is a
tavern
weakness.
Of hell, and he got drinking.
Alcohol
from
is
that.
a weakness.
Can
It's
I
poison.
ask you a quick question?
There's that
If I was
little IQ.
building, if I was doing some code for AI, would I use PHP, Python, or HTML?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I said if I was coding something. Well, actually, let me ask it this way: what's the difference between PHP, Python, HTML, and JavaScript?
You'd have to ask my app developer.
Yeah,
That's
wait a
why I'm
minute,
here
wait a
paying
second.
someone to do it.
Oh wait. He said he's doing
Good
it.
question.
He did say
He's
he was
doing
doing it, but you know.
He
Yeah,
said
that's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Boring.
So can you answer my question?
I'm not a black
You were
person
in
that
that
tries to
room.
go to an
If you was in
Asian
that room right now,
country to
right?
hook up with Asian girls.
And you had a chance. Let me ask you a question. If you was in a room, right, and you had a DP with somebody, just Google DP real quick and see what
If you're talking about anything that has to do with anything besides an appropriate conversation to have with adults,
so you do
then
know.
why don't you just go back into the hole you came out of, perv?
Okay, so he does know what DP stands for.
There you go, perv.
He does know. So it's a confirmation that you do know what
Oh,
DP.
see, you guys can
He's the perv,
try to
man.
threaten somebody's masculinity, okay? But look at
Who
who's
said
sitting
anything
here.
about your masculinity?
Look at the fingerprints
Yeah,
on
wait, what does
Erica's
DP have to
forehead.
do with
Wait,
masculinity?
what the masculinity? What are we talking about?
What does DP?
Well,
Erica, what does DP have to do with masculinity?
I have not the slightest idea. None whatsoever.
Andrew, do you like a little DP, or are you full blown DP?
What in the world?
What about you? What about you, Erica? Do you like DP?
Actually, I'm
Erica's
against it.
against DP.
I'm against it.
Yeah.
Erica, do you like DP?
I just told you I'm against it.
Aren't you the person that would be receiving the
I
DP?
literally just said that I'm against it. Why would I be
What?
receiving DP?
Why would
because
you wish that on any?
You
Why
would
would you
DP.
want that
You would
for-
DP the
Hold on,
woman.
Time out.
So
Can
you're a
say, Can you
DPer.
say what DP is? Because I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah, I
against
just looked
DP.
it up. It's double penetration.
You're a
That
fucking
would
pervert.
be something you do to a
Perv,
female.
bro.
You're a fucking
Perv,
pervert.
bro.
Oh,
Bro, I was
now you're
talking
gonna
about the
act like
death-
now you're gonna
You're
act
talking
like
about the
oh,
death
it's a
penalty,
mystery.
bro.
I didn't mean that.
No, literally the death penalty. I'm against the death penalty.
Like, dude,
Oh,
what are
I'm
you
not.
talking about, Steven?
Of course you're not
Ew.
against the death penalty, you fucking hypocrite. You're a freaking
That's all
hypocrite.
right, you kook.
Yeah, you're a hypocrite.
You loser.
Yeah,
You
call me what
abortion
you want.
lover.
Call me what you want. You're the one that's
I'm
up
not
here
calling you
raging.
anything. I'm just stating obvious facts.
You're the one
You
that's up here
support
crashing.
murdering
You're
children,
literally up
but
here
you don't
crashing.
support a person that murders
And
children
You're a
being
hypocrite.
executed.
You're a hypocrite.
Now you're a hypocrite. I
No.
rebuke you. You suffer from a reprobate mind.
Rebuke is wild.
That is wild for the dude that just talked about
Wow.
Double penetration,
For the
bro.
dude that was
What in
just
the
talking
world?
sexual
about.
Like we were talking. Like listen, hold on, Erica. We were on the same page. You knew I was talking because he said he was pro-life,
Exactly.
and then I was like, I didn't want
Actually,
to know that word
I
gets
didn't
live.
say I was. Yeah, I'm pro pregnancy. If someone
And you're
commits a
pro
crime
taking somebody's
against,
life, bro.
if somebody commits a crime that the
somebody will be
penalty
taking
is
their life.
death, then I agree
They
with
said clip
following the law,
They said put that in the chat.
not your feelings.
Okay,
But I'm
yes,
sure if it was
listen.
your kid, that was murdered, you would want the death penalty. Hypocrite.
No, life in prison to do.
You know what's crazy about that, Erica?
What's that?
What's crazy, Erica?
Shout out to Ari for having her 12th abortion this year. You go, girl. You go.
Amen. Right on.
That's wait till let's see how you explain that when you're standing in front of the man
who literally gets one every Sunday. And she's married. She gets one every Sunday. And she's a married woman. Shout out to Kiana.
That's her choice. Explain it to God.
It's her choice. Then
Yeah,
what the fuck are you doing?
you're sitting here promoting
What are you
unaliving
doing?
children,
Like, what are you
and
doing?
you say you're a Christian, you believe
your
in
logic
God.
doesn't track
You're a
for
reprobate.
anything.
You
Okay,
have a
your
reprobate mind.
Your logic doesn't track.
You
at
have a
all.
reprobate mind.
I could care less what kind of mind you think that I have. I don't really. I should.
Well, no, I don't think your
Like, I
mind
don't know.
exists as a reprobate.
Can you sign up for Mondays and Thursdays? Sure. You can have Mondays and Thursdays. Who wants Wednesdays? We still have Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and also Saturday open.
So weird, dude.
He's
Like,
a strange person now.
Yeah, really? You can't even
Yeah, you're
defend
peculiar.
abortion? You wonder why your race isn't growing and advancing? It's
We
because you
double.
support the party that schmurders half of them.
hey,
I swear,
the
Liv
black
already answered everything
population.
the first 5 seconds of you
Can
coming
you
up
can
here,
you can
and
you
you're not
disprove
listening.
that? You can't get past that, can you? You
Actually,
support
it's
the
very
party
easy to disprove.
that is unaliving your pregnancies as a way to control you. You're stupid. You're ignorant, but you're not ignorant because you know.
So got a
But
question.
he said we can't dispute it, but the CDC shows different because he said that
What does it show, Erica?
the CDC
What does it
says
show?
that about 28%.
Does the
It
CDC
represents
perform
28
abortions?
point. They
Does the
perform that data.
CDC represent abortions? Look up
Why do they
Planned
have to
Parenthood.
represent it? No, that would be the amount of abortions that maybe Planned Parenthood does, but that's not all
Right.
who does abortions. You know that, right? You are stupid. You are stupid. You really are stupid. No, you're just stupid.
Thank you.
You are low IQ. That's it. You
Sure.
have a one-track mind. You are incapable.
Yeah.
You're incapable of actual critical thought. You really are.
Oh, I'm
And
incapable.
I'm pretty sure this is a kink for you.
They taught
You're
us
one of
about
those
that in
weird
college
guys.
before you were born.
You're one of those weird
Before
guys
you were
that like to
born.
come into spaces and you want women to yell at you. Is what you want.
Oh,
to
and
happen.
I'm supposed to
You're
feel
actually
bad now
weird.
that you support
You're weird.
abortions.
Yeah, I support
support
choice because I don't
an
believe
abortion
that it is
every
my
day.
responsibility, all right, to dictate what another person does. All right.
How about
so
using
what
a
I would like for
condom?
you to do, condoms aren't 100% effective, sir. Like, come on, be serious. Like,
Yeah, if used
you're
properly, they are.
You are 58 years old and you don't know that? Even birth control has a fail rate.
If
Like, what are we
used
doing?
properly, they are.
But birth control has a fail rate if used properly.
Yeah,
There are
I'm
women
talking
who have
about
had shut the fuck up.
condoms.
Shut up, stupid.
Oh,
Right? You're
jumping.
stupid.
There you go. You're crashing.
stupid. You've been crashing
Yeah.
for the past 20
Use a
minutes.
condom.
Like, you're not smart. And I don't have
Really?
to
I'm
pretend
still
that you
here.
are smart. I don't have to pretend that
You
you're
don't
smart,
have to
though.
pretend
But I can
anything.
do this, though.
Okay.
I can just do this.
But
I can do that. Shushies. Shushies. Breathe. Go ahead and breathe. Count backwards from 100,000. Once you get to 0, then you can talk again. You silly motherfucker, you. The dude's so stupid. What are we doing? This guy's not smart at all. Liv, do you have anything you want to say?
Big W to Kenzie for the
he
$1.
still can't figure out the.
Shut up.
I guess what I don't understand is the black population in 1980 was around 22 million, and today it's 48 million.
Shout out to them that 50% abortion rate.
Big W's to that, because like I don't know, like that's weird.
Like, instead of coming after the brown people, all right, because of the great replacement theory, you be coming after us blacks. The blacks.
You're after yourself.
Hey,
You're supporting the party that
Oh, God. You
they
have
wanted
not
to
counted.
enslave you.
You haven't counted backwards from 100,000 to 0, and make sure you hold your breath while doing so. Please.
Is
Everyone's
that what your
begging you to
dad told
doing
you?
so. Everyone's begging you to do so. What were you saying, Liv?
I was saying some education. I forgot what it was. I just want to kind of crack jokes now.
Go ahead. Let's do the jokes.
Ooh, let's do jokes. Okay.
Hey, Andrew. Andrew. Yeah, I'm just gonna let Andrew down. All right. Thanks for coming by, Andrew. All right. Remember, you don't have to do the platitudes, buddy. You can just have
Yeah,
conversations.
I thought you were gonna dog walk me.
Dog walk?
Dog walk you?
Yeah, that's what you
You'd
claimed,
have
Arian.
to.
Come to my host,
You
come to my
really.
live, Stephen, and I'll dog walk you.
Also, I never say dog walk. First of all, so there's that. All right.
Okay, you just said
Also,
it, so obviously that's a lie.
What's the word that you said for my brain?
I don't
What
ever
you
say
said my
dog
brain
walk.
is what? My brain is what? What did you say?
Your brain is what?
Yeah, you said something about the brain earlier in regards to because I'm okay with abortion. You said it's
Well, yeah,
what?
it's called a reprobate. It's a reprobate mind.
Reprobate mind. How do you spell that?
REPBOATE. Reprobate.
That's not what you said, stupid.
You don't even know what it means, do
That's not
you?
what you said, stupid.
But you're right in the middle. It's a
But you
reprobate
literally
mind.
say that. Hey,
Now you're
Pharaoh,
gonna
thank
question
you
what I
so very
said.
much. I appreciate you, love. Thank you.
What's a reprobate
you.
mind,
There we
Erica?
go. I don't know. You tell us. Tell us.
It's a person that God has turned off and's letting them walk around spouting whatever they think in his name and in his honor when none of it is. That's why he lets you believe that.
How do you think, Erica? How do you think Steven would feel if I was to rip the Band-Aid off?
Just
and
rip the
point out?
Band-Aid off, please.
Because speaking of
He
DP,
doesn't
right?
know how to enunciate words. Like, his pronunciation is fucking awful. There's that
is
part.
horrible.
Like, good grief.
I'm sorry, I didn't ax you right, did I?
Well,
Yeah,
that's not,
you don't know the
you said
history
it
of
wrong.
words either.
Did I ax it different?
That's
Can
how
you
you're supposed
ax
to say
me?
it.
That's
Yeah, that's
actually
how
how
it's
you're
supposed to be.
supposed to say it.
Can you ax me?
Ask you
No,
what?
it's not.
I-
You go
it
around
is.
the rest of the
Look
world,
it
they
up.
all say ask.
Look it up, silly pants.
They say ask.
Look it up.
They don't say ax.
Look it up.
We already know what the word is.
Okay,
Hey,
got it.
listen. I just wonder, Erica, how would he feel about ripping the Band-Aid off about DP? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, Jesus got DP, right? But think about his family. His mom, Mary, was in a poly relationship with two males.
There you go. Reprobate.
They were in a poly relationship with two males. Like, what are we
Really?
talking about?
Thank you to Wesley Pillow for the $2 super chat. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you. Shout out to you. I'm calling it out because I don't want to miss it. And Wesley sent the $2 super chat earlier and said, for the love of God, the
$2.
word is reprobate. We know that. We know.
Yeah, exactly. Reprobate.
That's not what you said, stupid.
I pronounce it just like Mark Levin does. If you have a problem with it, then don't complain when people tell you to say ask instead of ax.
And Wesley, thank you so much for the bronze medal. Will Griggs,
Can you
thank
ax
you for the
me?
bronze medal. And Antifa, thank you for the 100 jewels, love. I appreciate you. Also, shout out to Melvin for the $5 super chat. Melvin said, hasn't had it since it had him. By the way, let him know who has the highest mortality rate during childbirth. That part.
Like, what? If black women
It'd be black
suffer
women.
from... Yeah, it'd be black women. If black women suffer from high mortality rates during the childbirth, why would black women even want to go through that?
Yeah, a
It's
lot of
crazy.
them don't seek proper prenatal care, and
Hey,
it's
really
just
quick, why
an
don't they have
effect of
health
not having health care.
Why don't they have health care?
Well, it's hard telling because anybody that's low income can qualify for health care.
Well, why are they low income?
Well, why don't you ask them that? I thought you asked why they couldn't have
I'm
health
sorry,
care.
this is your argument. Your argument.
If you don't have the money, you get free health care.
You don't have the money.
Sure.
He's a poor.
I'm so poor.
This is why we need to go back
So
to
poor.
like the manor system, right? Because like he's a poor.
Back to abortions.
Feudalism. We need to go back to that with lords and vassals. Cause send this little bitch to Valhalla. Let him figure it out there. You know, like what are you doing up here right now? This is a children's app. You have no sources. You're just a bigot. Who?
Jeremy.
Hey, Steven.
What's up? What's up? White
Do you
liberal.
think all this? Do you think all this like vernacular language policing makes your dick bigger or something?
I'm not concerned about the size of my male appendage. And you referencing it shows
Shut up! I don't actually care. I only came up here to do
maybe
a
you're
PSA.
homo.
Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap
You
the
like
screen.
it in
I
your
think
mouth?
it's absolutely wild. Apparently, you do. Don't project. Do
You
me
like
a
it in
favor.
your
Double
mouth?
tap the screen, guys. Let's get the likes up
It's
to
so
over
weird. Chill out.
500,000. We should have way
You
been
like it?
past the
Maybe
amount that we're
maybe you like
currently
it in
at
your
right now. So
ass.
I'm going to need you guys to do me a favor, okay?
Maybe you
I'm going to
should
need you
DP.
guys to show Black women that you
Dude,
care,
chill the fuck
especially
out.
during Black History Month. Let's get the likes up to 500K. In fact, here's your goal. I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes. I'm going to stay up here for 5 minutes. I'm going to give y'all 5 minutes to get the likes up past 450K. 5 minutes, I know we can do it. And when you do it, I'm going to give y'all a cookie. It's going to be digital, but it's going to be cool. When you're done doing that, make sure you're taking care of Liv. Follow Erica. Send your daily heartbeats. Repost. Add to your stories. Knock out these little, what is this? Bear with roses. You want to send Erica some roses? Send the motherfucking bear. She
I'm
finna
about
pin
to
it in a
change
second.
it.
Oh,
Hey,
never
what
mind.
if
She
I
about
want
to
to
change it.
what if I want to send a lawsuit? Who do
What
I
if
serve
I
on your
want you to step on Legos?
Who do I
So
serve
check
on your
out the links
behalf?
in the bio for the best ways to support Erica Shante,
Who's your
okay?
lawyer?
I know you hear this degenerate fuck doing all this rambling. You think
Who's
this
that?
is
Who's
easy
your
for us to consume? If you're down there in the comments whining
you
about
guys
hearing
don't
him,
have
imagine having to actually engage with him. So please make sure we take care of Erica while she's
Yeah.
doing this
Yeah, he's
fuckery,
just here
okay?
to be put on
And Liv
display
as
for the
well.
racism that is the right.
why
Yeah.
you abort your
Very
own
predictable, sad little white boy.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
poor little
Am I
Steven.
white?
Poor little Steven. With that being said,
Am I
continue to
so
support Erica.
poor?
And looks like we're about to hit 450K, which means I know you're more than capable of hitting 600K
Pimpin'.
within the next couple of minutes. And I'll be back to check on you. Probably not. I'm getting tired. All
Gonna
right,
take a
bye.
nap.
Bye.
Bye, Hector.
Give
Drop some
me
hearts in the
Hector
chat for
chat.
Hector.
Hey, I'm gonna send
There
you
we
something
go.
on Venmo so I can trace your
I
financial information,
am
and then we'll
okay
come
with
after
that.
you. Because if you're using Venmo and it's not a business account, you know how the IRS works?
Shout out to D Blues for the $4.99 super chat. They said this idiot went on Parker's Live and represented himself as an ICE agent yesterday. He is a major league fanatic. He doesn't know shit from Shinola. He's nuts.
I was on. What time was
Nuts.
I
Absolutely
supposedly on?
nuts. This
You
dude's
believe
crazy as
everything
hell.
you see, everything you hear. That's your
Obviously,
anecdotal
you do
evidence.
too. You do too. You take
No,
you take
I
one
have
stat
never.
for one source and you run with it. Telling some the CDC doesn't do abortions now, does it?
It's a Center for Disease
Bruh, you're so
Control,
fucking
Erica.
stupid. Yes, and guess what they track? They
Coming
track,
from
they
you,
track
that's a
health and
compliment.
medical data.
I'm glad I
So
don't
there's
align
that.
with
You're
someone like
not
you.
smart. You're not smart. And that's why we're laughing at you. Chat, if you
That's
would
why
do
you're
me a
working for
favor, if you
pennies.
could do me a favor, could we all point
You're
and
working for
laugh?
pennies.
Yes, everyone, please do send pennies.
Pennies.
I do appreciate it. Send pennies.
Grifter.
Call me what you want. All right? Call me Queen
It's what
Grift.
you are.
Call me Queen Grift.
No, I'll call you
Everyone, do me the
loser
favor,
grift
though.
because you're
Point and
broke and you
laugh.
depend on
There we go.
TikTok
I appreciate
for
you
all
all.
your income.
Thank you so
You
very
don't have a
much.
job. You work
There
on
we go.
TikTok.
There we go. Point
Is that
and
true?
laugh. YouTube is pointing and laughing at you also. So there's that part.
I
You're
can't
being
see
laughed at.
anybody pointing at me.
Yeah, I know
That's
because you
just
don't know how
fucking
to read.
stupid.
You don't know how to read
That's
either. We have over
stupid.
1,000
My comments
people
are
laughing
off
at you.
because you're stupid.
No, darling, that would be you.
Go abort your.
That would be you. No, that would be you. Okay, and I need you to just calm down, step out of the racism. All right, go step outside.
It's not racism.
Not exactly
What
sure
is
what
racism?
time is it there in Hanoi.
You don't know what
but
racism
I'm pretty
is.
sure you can stop by someone's bar
It's
and find you
12:32
something
in
to
the
do. And find you
afternoon
something to
here.
do. All right. Or better yet, I think it would be best suited if you actually would find a couch to lie down on and talk to someone about
I don't
2
need
to
you to
3
talk to
times a
me about
week.
anything.
Maybe for like
You're the one on
45 to 55 minutes.
you're the
45 to
overweight
50
person
minutes. Actually, I'm not. Surprisingly
with fake
so.
hair.
Yeah. Yes, you're right. This is called a hairstyle. Yes. That's what this is. Are you okay with
fake
that?
hair. It's not your hair.
Okay. That does it really matter? I paid for it. So
When I was a kid, the only people that
yeah, shut up.
wore
Stupid.
those
Shut
had
up.
cancer.
You're just mad because
Do
you've
you have-
never been able to grow a beard.
Do you have cancer?
You're just mad because you've never been able to grow a beard. You're also just upset because you've never grown past 2 inches. You're also upset because you're a 58-year-old black pill incel, is what you are. Okay? That's what you're upset about. Like, you're mad
Ad
because
hominem.
I'm pretty sure you don't know what an ad
Ad
hominem
hominem.
is. You don't know what an ad hominem is. You just use words, but yet you don't know
Everything
what they
you're
are.
saying is
Right? You don't know. You don't know words. That's all there is to it. Now, with that being said,
I know what
you're also upset. You're also upset because you haven't seen your feet in 35 years over that pot belly. You also have had a receding hairline since the 3rd grade. I know that can be tough. All right. What you thought was a beard was simply your back hair. Okay, it's not the same. It's not the same. All right, I'm for sure that you have acne. All right, I want you to take care of that. See a dermatologist since you have so much money. Go see a dermatologist. Okay. All right. Also, you should shower. Wash the bottoms of your feet.
Get 'em, girl.
Wash the bottoms of your feet.
Let
All
me
right?
be the
We
porch
know
monkey.
that they're callous. Oh, Liv, he couldn't wait to do the slur, could he? He couldn't wait to do the slur. He
Dimpin'.
couldn't wait. Liv, do you want to
You
get
call
him?
you call other black people
Do you want to get him?
He's a
the
whole
same thing. You
Do you want to get him?
call black people the same thing.
You want to get him? Or I
But
can
it's
continue
okay for
on.
you to
Sir, we
It's
understand.
okay for you?
We understand. All right, sir, that you have a comb
You don't
over,
understand
and
shit.
it's hard for you to live being ugly.
That's why you're still
That's
at the
why.
fucking
It's hard for you to be ugly.
You're still at the
bottom.
bottom.
All right, we get it. We understand. All right, you're not gonna amount to anything at life. You don't understand. You just told
I
us that
already
it's
am.
12:30 in the afternoon. It's 12:30 in the afternoon where you are, is what you
In-
just said, and you are spending
Hanoi, Vietnam.
your most precious time yelling,
Thursday.
literally throwing insults and slurs at a stranger that you don't know, and then
what are
when
you
said
doing?
stranger responds in
Such a
kind,
hypocrite.
you literally want to
Oh,
cry
now
about
you're the
it.
victim?
Why are you so angry, sir?
Our words
Why are
hurting.
you so angry?
Who's
Why are
angry?
you so angry? You are.
Stop
The
schmurdering
chat is
children.
asking, why are you so angry? They're just really
Stop
asking, why are you so
schmurdering children.
angry? You can't even substantiate your claim. You say, look at Planned Parenthood. That's your answer to, look at Planned Parenthood. As if Planned Parenthood conducts
Look
all
who
of the
supports
abortions.
abortion.
When the CDC
Who
actually
supports abortion?
the CDC collects
Who
data
supports abortion?
nationally.
Who
All
supports
right,
abortion?
sir. Once you
Who
said that you
supports
support the
abortion?
death penalty, your
The
argument
racists
is
support
moot. Your argument is moot.
the racist?
Your argument is moot.
It
If you
isn't the
don't know
racists
what
that are
moot
aborting.
is, I suggest you look at the dictionary.
Moot means not important,
Exactly.
irrelevant,
Exactly. Just like you
like
are
you.
to life. You're not relevant. All right. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
you have not a friend in life. I know your parents don't like you. If they're still alive, they don't call you on your birthday.
Neither do
All
yours.
right. Actually, no. Pretty
I
cool
could
story,
say
guys.
everything back.
Hey, guys, you want to know something pretty cool? All right. If Gucci wasn't so fast, my mom would have been the number 1 person, but my mom was the number 2 order off of the EricaEffect.com. My mom was a number 2 order. All right. And guess who ordered today?
You still need your mom.
Spent a grip. All right.
You still need your
my
mom.
merchandise. All right. Spent a grip. My dad.
So you still need your mom.
My dad. Because I
You
have
need your
family
mom and
support.
dad.
Guess what, guys?
They didn't raise
also,
you right.
my friends have also ordered. Isn't that awesome to have support? All right. To have support of your family and your friends.
Still
That's
can't get over the
crazy.
abortion
Shout out to
thing, huh?
Shauna. Shout
How
out
come
to
you support a
Gucci.
party
Shout
that
out to
wants to abort
Feisty.
children?
Shout out to Tori. Shout out to Key. All right. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to Steve, aka Facts. Shout out to Matt, aka Politics with Matt. All right. Thank you all so very much for going to the Erica Effect and purchasing. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All right. And most definitely drop those hearts in the chat for my parents, because my parents are fucking awesome. So there's that part. Now, with that being said, all right.
The poison well.
This has grown, this is boring. You're boring. Your racism isn't funny. It's not creative at all. You don't have any actual talking points. All right. I mean, the
Racism started back in Roman time.
The only thing, all right, that you have accomplished here is showing that you're just a complete piece of shit. You did a good job of doing that. You've done a really great job of doing
886
that.
people.
Let's do this here.
You're B2 live. You're a
and there we go. Okay. All right. You take care now. All right. You take care. All right. Once you get to hell, say hi to Charlie and Reagan for us. Thank you. Appreciate you. Bye. Anywho, guys, continue to tap that screen, share the live. Thank you so much for getting us up to 500,000 likes. I appreciate you all so very much. I think I got time for one more. All right, one more, and then we're gonna call it. We're gonna call it, because that was, what was that? What was that? That was a lot. That was disgusting. He's really obsessed about what black women do with their uterus. It's really weird. It's really weird. Like, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. You don't have to do that. Okay? All right? He didn't want to engage with Liv, what Liv said. If we get so many abortions, why is it that our population size has doubled over the past, 40 years? Why has it doubled? If we get all these abortions, why has it doubled? Make it make sense. Why is our birth rate still high? Higher, all right, than other demographics. I really would like to know that. Make it make sense. Also, to use one source as basically like the gut, like the meat of your argument makes absolutely no sense. No sense whatsoever. None. As I was saying, the CDC collects data nationally, all right, whereas Planned Parenthood can only collect the data from within Planned Parenthood. And we already know that with Planned Parenthood, all right, those centers are predominantly located in urban and lower income areas. So there's that. Anywho, I have quite a few things to read off, so let's just go ahead and start there. I think I missed this one. All right, let's see here. Shout out to Dr. Steele for the $2. This was for that Black Confederate. Dr. Steele said, I blame the school system for this one. If Virginia is the colonies, what is Louisiana? The Louisiana Purchase. That was his answer, okay? That was his answer. The Louisiana Purchase. I'm just answering like him. That's all I got. All right, shout out to Just a Bill for the $5. Just a Bill said, for the abortion fund. Bruh. Bruh. Oh, also, how may you know, all right, I eated my uterus like, 4 years ago almost? So there's that. Also, been pregnant once, had one child. Tis it, tis all. Anywho, oh, Mel, hi Mel. Mel, thank you so much for the $5. Mel says, Steven is paying for that room by the hour for sure. Yeah, that's an efficiency that he's in. That's an efficiency. Shout out to Melinda for the 10. Melinda said, get an abortion or get an ice cream, my treat. Thank you so very much. I think I'm going to go with the abortion. That's what I'm going to do, Melinda. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. Shout out to Melinda, y'all. Drop those hearts. Also, Allie sent 2 and said, thank you for doing what you do every day and providing the education. Love you. Love you more, babes. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. All right. Sarah sent $5 and said, this guy has the voice of a school you-know-wetter. I can't say the other word, but yeah, you guys know. I'm surprised he's made it to 58. Has to be a lonely existence. Lonely existence. Shout out to Gucci for the 5. Gucci said, I'll take Saturdays. I know that's right, Gucci. And Gucci sent another 5 and said, W abortions. And then another $5 and said, here's quite a few pennies. Fucking thank you so much, Gucci. I appreciate you. That's my dog. Thank you, Gooch. I appreciate you. And I almost said your name. Hot Girl Money. Hey, love. Hot Girl Money said, tell that ballerina cuck that his mother should have gulped up in. Good God. Hot Girl Money. Come on now. Come TikTok friendly language, my friend. But I just want to let you know, you read him down. You read him down. Can I just post this in the Discord? I'm going to post it in the Discord. All right? I am. Shout out to Hot Girl Money. Shout out to the Goosh, Allie, Sarah, Melanie, Justa Bill, all y'all. Thank you so very much. All right, let me check over here over on the POW. All right, let me see. I hate the way they do the emails now. I'd be better off logging into the app, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you. Yes, we all were thinking it. We all were thinking it. Hot Girl Money just gonna be the one to say it because she's fucking awesome. That's why. Drop those. I need to see those hearts. Where are the hearts at, y'all? Where are the hearts? Ooh. I have the window open to keep the camera cool so it doesn't overheat. When I tell you guys, it is friggin' freezing. Like, when did it get so cold here? It was literally just like 80 degrees. Okay, here we go. Now, if I can just see here. All right, thank you. Let me make sure I can see your name. All right. Thank you, Mackenzie, for the $1. Mackenzie said, guest has probably seen the back of a blow-up doll at most. Damn. Damn. Thank you very much, Mackenzie. I appreciate you, love. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. Damn. The back of a blow-up doll is wicked. Okay, guys. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Liv, you got room for one more? Uh-oh, he went to sleep or he's two-timing. I can't decide.
Oh no, I've been waiting.
Okay, what have you
Hello?
been waiting for?
I've been waiting to hop up in here and fucking listen to Steven for the last 30 minutes.
I know, it was awful, wasn't it?
It's fucking horrible.
Mm-hmm. Awful, yeah.
I couldn't
So,
tell if he was rage baiting or just going off topic and going everywhere else.
pretty much. Yeah. He's not a well person. I don't think he's okay. Okay. Is your name Deshaun?
It's Sean.
It's
You can just
Sean?
call me Sean.
Okay. Sean, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes,
Okay. And for TikTok purposes, how old are you?
I am 40.
Okay. And why are you still supporting Trump?
Because the amount of support I have received this year and then the other years that he was president also.
The amount of support that you have received this year is what you said?
Yeah, this year
What support?
and the other years as well. I mean, the amount of money that I've been able to save.
Okay. How are you able to save money? I can't read your mind. What are you talking about?
No, just smart choices and with stocks and everything else. It's been a lot easier for myself. Everybody's complaining about inflation, but it was never an issue with me.
He waited all that time just to be boring. I'm not doing that. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. He heard Pam Bondi say, did you know that the Dow is up 50,000? The Dow? The Dow. Hey, Cat Daddy.
Hey, thanks for having me come up. I wanted
Are you
to
a Trump supporter, love?
make a comment. No, but I just need 2 seconds. Number one, Stephen highly offended me with his cancer comment because I am a cancer survivor.
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
And I said, Stephen offended me
I heard
because
you.
I'm
I
a
heard
cancer
what you
survivor.
said. I didn't hear what he
Okay.
said.
He was talking about you wearing a wig because you had cancer or
Oh, it's not
something
a
like
wig.
that.
These are braids.
But also,
He's just a racist.
Also, I just wanted to make a real quick PSA. Make sure everybody checks at vote.org. Check your voter registration, because when I went to check it, I had to re-register like they had purged me or something.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody go to vote.org and check your registration.
Yeah.
And I'll land my plane. And thanks for letting me come up.
Of course, Cat Daddy. You have a great night, love. Thank you. Yes. It's not okay, guys. I know we like to think that everything is like, oh my God, the boogeyman and all this stuff like that. But like, if you recently moved, there is some purging going on. All right, we can't say that it isn't. Yet, if you recently moved and you didn't update your registration, that can cause you to be purged. All right, so just make sure, check it, make sure that you are in fact on the rolls and that you do have the ability to vote, and then go from there. Liv, I'm giving you 2 seconds. Liv. Livingston. Yeah, Malcolm X also didn't trust the conservatives either. What is your point? I wish you all would actually fucking read. You don't read. I can't talk deep. It makes my voice hurt. Liv, wake up. Liv, I am your father. I am your father, Liv. I'm about to speed run this, guys. What is the appropriate term for hair? Yeah, pay me and I'll tell you. I'll let Andrew back. I don't want to talk to anybody else.
Respected him. Am I allowed to address him?
Andrew, what the hell are you talking about?
So,
Andrew.
I would like to understand.
Andrew. Andrew. I'm done. I want to go home now. I want to go home. Okay. All right. I'm just running through the rest of these. I don't know. Andrew, I don't know. He was typing out something. Like, am I allowed to address him? Mama Lisa, thank you so much for the cake. I appreciate your love. Hi, Predia. How do you pronounce your name? Going once, going twice. All right, I'm going to let you down, love. All right, let's see here. It's freaking freezing. I'm ready to end so I can close the goddamn window. Hi, S-Buzz. Are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm not.
Okay, love. All right. I gave the other person
the
30
issue I
seconds.
have is saying all white people are racist. I do not believe that.
It's inherently racist. So, inherent.
That I understand.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Then if you
understand that,
then what's the problem?
I think you learn and you grow, and so I don't think it continues throughout your life. But it's not
only if you do learn and you grow. You have to start the deconstruction journey.
And I have. That's
all
what
right.
I mean. I can't say all white people are racist when
I don't get paid enough for this. I'm just gonna let you know that I don't.
Okay.
Not during Black History
All right,
Month
sorry.
either. No, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just saying I don't get paid enough for this. I'm being perfectly honest. Because if I swear to God, if I engage and you not on me, I'm just gonna have to end it. Okay.
I will not.
Remember that we have an agreement.
I'm 54 years old. I've learned, and like I said, I'm not going to you. I don't believe I'm racist.
Wait a minute. Then that means that you haven't started your deconstruction journey then. Because in order to start your deconstruction journey, you have to first recognize that you are in fact racist. And then you know that deconstructing is a lifelong journey. It never ends. It's something that you continuously do.
Yes, that's what I mean. That's why I don't believe I'm racist, because I've deconstructed. I'm learning. I keep learning. No?
You gotta listen to the word choice. Oh, my country's coming out. The word choice that you're using. You're not, like, actually Jen just said in the chat, you're not done. You're not finished. All right, because you're always on a journey of deconstruction. All right, and the reason why is because racism still exists, and so it's something that you're going to continue to have to call out, be aware of, and also, all right, keep yourself in check. So you don't stop being on that journey.
I understand that, but I'm like I said, I don't feel that I am racist.
Who made you the arbiter of that? Like, how do you get to claim that?
I don't judge anybody.
Yeah, we do. We all
I have
judge
no
people.
prejudice. I don't judge people. I'm not prejudiced. I love everybody. I guess I don't know how. I don't know what. I
That's
see you
not
shaking
how.
your head.
That's not how any of that actually. That's not how it works. Okay, because how can I put this?
Well, that
All right,
is why I follow you.
racism.
Is
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
That's why I follow you. I follow Liv. I try to learn from everybody. That's why I don't consider myself racist because of that.
Even if you like are practicing anti-racism, you're as a white person, you still be racist simply because of the structure of the system in which we live in, which of course is white supremacy. All right. And like for you, if you think that you're finished with your deconstruction journey, then like what books have you read? What books have you read?
Honestly, I can't say I've read any books.
Oh, what? How did you? What?
Yeah.
So how did you begin this journey then?
Life experience, people I've met. I've never felt like I've had any judgment against anybody.
And that's not what racism is, though. It's literally it's a system. The ism denotes the system of it all. All right. And basically we know that it's a social construct. And then with racism sitting within white supremacy, all right, is basically just the dominance of whiteness. That's it. And the actions that it takes to subjugate and exploit Black people, all right, typically those I'm going to say non-white people, all right, in order to maintain that dominance. And they use things such as imperialism, so colonization, capitalism, all right, to actually achieve those goals, violence to achieve it. And something that you get to benefit from, whether you like it or not, whether you recognize it or not, all right, is white privilege. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. I understand that 100% because I grew up in a very small town. The first Black person I met I think I was 27 years old, but I had no conceived. I don't know how to explain it. I never felt any judgment towards anybody. So I don't understand how I'm racist.
That's not what I'm trying to tell you is that it does not involve just judgment. It doesn't involve that. And that's why I try to get you to understand. And I don't want you to walk into anything and not trying to. I just need you to understand, like, to recognize that you are racist. All right. Do you think that racism is just like being mean to someone or calling someone like the N-word or something like that? Is that what you think that it is?
No, I thought it was more as looking down to somebody or thinking I'm better than somebody or thinking I deserve more than somebody.
No.
That's why I'm having a hard time with it, I guess. I don't know.
No. That's not what it is. All right. So no, good God, I don't have the spoons for this tonight. Give me one second.
Sorry.
You're okay. Give me one moment.
Like I said, I'm really trying to learn.
So, because I understand that you're trying to learn, but it's not about just judging someone. Like, to put it into context for you, right? One that you may have heard before, if you do follow Liv and you follow other Black creators, all right, then you likely heard this before. The pulse oximeter, all right, pulse oximeter, okay, the thing that they put on your finger to read your oxygen levels, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that one, all right, that, because of the type of light that it uses, red light and infrared light, all right, to take the levels of oxygen, all right, on darker skin, it'll actually read the levels higher than it would on lighter skin. And so for what that means is, for Black people, is that it can be a misread. So where, like, if our oxygen levels are actually lower, then is reading it higher, so diagnoses can go undetected, or issues can go undetected, or you could be misdiagnosed. All right. Do you think that the people, all right, who created the pulse oximeter and tested it, that they purposely did this? That they were like, you know what? Fuck those Black people. We want them to read their oxygen levels higher. Like, do you think they did that? Or could it be that they simply didn't take into account darker skin when testing, when creating this device?
I believe they didn't take into account.
Exactly. And so with that being said, racism doesn't have to be, mean spirited. It doesn't have to be hate. Sometimes hate has absolutely nothing to do with it. So you don't always have to have hate or even a dislike involved in order for it to present itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's that part. Okay. I honestly just think that for you, maybe starting to read, you can do Audible also. All right, you can do Audible. Yeah, like Audible books are good. If you don't want to read, then you can listen, perhaps, whichever works best for you and how you learn.
So what would I read? What are some, like, your suggestions, I guess?
Black as Fuck History. White. You need to start with White Fragility is what you want to start with.
I'm going to write this down. Hang on. Go ahead.
White Fragility is what you want to start with.
Fragility?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm serious. I'm
They're suggesting Blind Spot is a good one.
Grasping this. Blind Spot. Okay.
And
I'll start with them too.
Yeah, you can start with those, and then also I would suggest, just in regards to history, you can do the New Jim Crow, and you also you can do Black as Fuck History. I think I mentioned that one already. So those two would be good. Stamp from the Beginning is also good.
Sorry, I'm trying to write this down.
You're good. There's a lot of different books that you're going to come across, but just as a starting point, definitely please start with White Fragility.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I do not mean to offend you, or
you haven't offended me. You're good.
Okay. And I do follow you. I follow Liv. I follow all kinds. It's not, like I said, I guess I got a lot more to learn.
Yeah, you do, and it's okay. To be able to recognize that you have more to learn is actually a good thing. I don't take you to be disingenuous, so continue to be genuine about learning, and also, like, definitely starting this off, all right, knowing that you're always going to be on a journey of deconstructing. As long as we have white supremacy, we have racism, all right? So you're always going to be on a journey of deconstructing, all right, what it is that you learned over you said 50 odd something years. What was it, 54 years?
Yes.
Yeah.
54.
Yeah, 54 years. So yeah. So just keep going. Just keep going.
Thank you.
Of course. All right. Well, thank you so very much for coming up, S Buzz. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night, love.
Yes, you too. Have a good night.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for S Buzz, y'all. Drop some hearts in the chat for S Buzz. All right. See, that's what happens when people actually really want to learn something. You don't dismiss them. You don't be mean. All right. You just, you talk and then you go from there. That's all you can do. You just talk and you go from there. Of course, S-Buzz, no problem, my love. All right, guys. I don't have it in me. I really just want to listen to my song. I just want to listen to my song. That's what I want to do. I just want to listen to my song. Yep. That's what I want to do. Anywho, who's live? Who's live? Who's live? Matter of fact, I'm going to play my song while we still have all these people in here because I want you all to hear my song. Here we go. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah. It's a shift in the atmosphere.
And knock out this peanut gold for me, please. So I can leave on this
Things
note.
change. Yeah. It's that Erica effect.
That's where I'm going to Joey's.
When she step in the room, why the whole room shift? Power in her voice, yeah, the whole world live. What the fuck is this? We ain't come for pretend. We came to build the future. Let the truth begin. Erica effect, yeah, the pressure get applied. Look to the past, now the future coincide. Tis all, yeah, the moment is now. If they don't understand, make them stand and bow back. VA root, but the vision worldwide. Eco mind with the southern side pride. Jeezy in the hustle, J mind in the plan. T.I. when she talk, make them all understand. Bro, this ain't talk, this law. Every word she drop, make the whole room pause. Look around like fuck we doing here. If it ain't truth, then it don't belong here. She don't move off and she move on purpose. Truth so loud, yeah, make them nervous. Every step calculated, never random. Built from the fire, now she hold her anthem. They try to doubt it, now they all believe she the voice of the moment. What the people need. History talk when she open her mouth. Future get clear when she point it out. When she step in the room, watch the whole room shift. Power in her voice, yeah, the whole world live. What the fuck is this? We ain't come for pretend. We came to build the future. Let the truth begin. Erica effect, yeah, the pressure get applied. Look to the past, now the future coincide. This all, yeah, the moment is now. If they don't understand, make them stand and bow. Look to the past to see what survive. Every leader before kept the flame alive. Now it's her turn. Get a torch in her hand, speak life to the people, help them all understand, bro. This bigger than ego, this legacy work. This changing the sequel. What the fuck is this if it ain't evolution? She bringing solution, not adding confusion. Void like thunder, heart like steel. Every word she speak make the whole world feel. They can't ignore it, truth too loud. Erica fake, made the future proud. Erica fake. Erica fake. Tis all, ain't no turning back. Truth in the voice, like she stay on track. Step in the room, why the whole room shift? Power in her voice, yeah, the whole world live. What we doing here? If it ain't progress, she the Erica fake. Yeah, she bring the press. Erica fake, yeah, the pressure get applied. Look to the past, now the future coincide. If it is all, yeah, the moment is now. No, Erica fake, got the whole world loud.
Hey, I fucking love it.
This ain't just a moment.
It's a bop.
It's a movement. Erica effect.
Boom. Shout out to Miles. Shout out to Ruben. Shout out to the whole Sound Labs crew out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Those my people. Thank you so very much. Ain't no AI slop. All right. That's real raw talent right there. I gave them the idea. I gave them the concept. All right. I gave them concepts of an idea. All right. And they came up with something fucking awesome. I said, hey, I like T.I. Hey, I like Jeezy. I like Down South because I'm VA and I'm stuck in the West Coast. All right. But I likes what I like. All right. They went in the booth and they made it happen. So boom. There we go. Erica effect. I told y'all, don't get mad. You want to hear it again, Bill? You want to hear it again? You want to hear it again? Huh. Shall I let you hear it again? I mean, I ain't got nothing else to do. Go say hi to Joey. All right. If you don't want to hear it again, that's on you. But go say hi to Joey for me. Joey _does it. Or is it Joey.does it? I can't recall. But go say hi to Joey. If you know Joey, you know Jared. You know Joey, all right? I got to go over there and drink some goddamn hot sauce anyways, because I lost 2 battles. 2 battles. 2 battles. Oh, okay. Let me see. If you want to hear it again, what do we have left? Someone knock out the flying jets or the fireworks in the gift gallery. And then all we'll have is Galaxy. Okay, somebody just knock out something from the gift gallery, please. And I'll play it again. The next phase is actually, if you read the comments, they do want to hear it again. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. You fucking hater, you. All right? Don't be mad because people don't like you. Right? I wish people would understand that, like, you know what? If you were just like chill, all right, and told the truth, it wasn't like a despicable person, then guess what would happen? People would actually want to hear what you're doing. There's that. Anywho, all right. Okay, I waited long enough. All right, you guys will hear it again tomorrow when I play it. So there's that. All right, you'll hear it again tomorrow when I play it. All right. With that being said, let's go say hi to Joy so I can drink some fucking hot sauce. I'm gonna have to drink some hot sauce, and I got like 5 different hot sauce options. Fudge sickles. I'm gonna try to drink some hot sauce. Let me do this here. Okay. Sean, come back tomorrow. Just come back tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Right now, I don't have the spoons. You were kind of boring. Okay. Come back when I'm like high on life or something. Right now, I'm not doing that shit. You were boring. I don't know why someone muted you. The fuck? Why are people always asking me questions like that? Obviously, you're not muted if you're talking. Like, you're typing. I saw it. You're not muted. Duh. What the fuck are we doing here? Anywho, is it Joey _ does it or Joey does it? I can never remember. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. Doom, 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 doom. It's Joy _ does it. Tell him and drop hot sauce in the comments. That's what I want you all to do. Drop hot sauce in the comments when you go over to Joey. There we go. Go say hi to Joey. All right. Drop some hot sauce in the comments, please. Thank you very, very much. All right. Do that for me, please. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Let's go. Let go. All right. With that being said, thank you all. Thank you all to everyone who stopped by tonight. Let me do my outro here. Oh, y'all thought y'all was going to hear it again? No, you're just going to get the instrumental. So there's that. Anywho, thank you all so very much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate each and every last one of you. All right. Thank you all so very much. With that being said, let's go do all the good things for Joey. All right. Let's make sure we're tapping that screen, following him, sharing and reposting his live. Let's just, again, do all the good things. I can't say it enough. All right. Thank you to everyone who tapped the screen here, shared the live, who reposted, who sent a gift, who sent a donation. Shout out to my tubers. Y'all are freaking awesome. Shout out to the Twitchers because we're back streaming on Twitch. All right. And if you're not following me on all platforms, then what are you doing? All right. Erica Shantae on all platforms. All platforms. That is TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and the Tube. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Sometimes I post on all of them. You never know. Dropping a pretty cool video tomorrow morning, so I can't wait to do that. With that being said, guys, again, thank you all so very much for all your kindness, all your love. I can't do this without you. Yes, Liv is sleep because Liv's a teacher. All right. If Liv isn't sleep, Liv is 2 timing, and I'm going to yell at him later. Okay. There's that. With that being said, guys, thank you so very much. I leave you with this. If you can't do something kind for yourselves, please do something kind for someone else. I love y'all. All right. Take care of yourselves. Go say hi to Joy. And with that being said, deuces out. I need to see the numbers going down. I ain't playing with y'all. Make the numbers go down right now.